Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. Husam x Tom x Kopish, the Liverpool show. One of your favorite shows of the week to watch. Probably some of you guys' most favorite show to watch, to be fair. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I break my fast like 2 hours from now, so I am currently fasting. So I'm gonna have to deal with Tom and Matt and Callum without swearing for the next 2 hours. You get me? So I will try my best to control my anger, even though they make it difficult sometimes. But I will try my best in it. I'll try my best. Look at this. Best serious comedy LFC show. I think this is the best way to describe it. So guys, guess what? Me and Tom are gonna start off the show alone, like last week, because Matt said he's going to join us at the 30-minute mark. And Callum said he's going to join as soon as he can, which is a very vague description. So I don't know. So it's going to be me and Tom until their Royal Highnesses decide to join the stream. You get me? So, yeah. Joining us on the channel, of course, is my brother, Tom Little. I still think somehow Fabio Carvalho and Elliot midfield is the worst take on that.
It wasn't good. It could have worked if we weren't against Everton away. That's the one thing I'll say about that midfield. It might have worked if we weren't up against fucking Amadou Onana and Idrissa Gana Gueye.
That was the worst team to come up against for those two specifically. That was insanely bad. That was insanely
It was horrendous.
Don't forget to cook Tom about the signings he wants. Okay, I'm not even gonna exaggerate, Tom.
No.
I have received about 15 DMs talking about your teams. It's not just David. There's literally 200 people messaging me.
I want to put a disclaimer out. Disclaimer.
Yes.
They are not the signings that I would want. They are the signings that I think are more likely to happen. Because I don't... do you think if I'm given a choice between Isak or Ekitike, I'm picking Ekitike? No, I'm taking Isak, but I don't think we're getting Isak. So I've got to go to second option. Do you think if I'm given the choice of Dean Huijsen or Loic Bade, I'm picking Loic Bade? No, I'm picking Huijsen, but I don't think Dean Huijsen will be back up for a year or two. So these are the kind of things you gotta mention.
I have gotten about 15 messages just sending me your team and going please talk to him about this team tomorrow.
I don't think so. I think people are overreacting to some of the positions. I'll be honest. Again, no, we're now doing this stupid shit. That squad I've built is strong for the immediate and the long term.
To win what, the championship?
Oh, here we go.
Europa League, what exactly is the target here?
To win the Premier League and the Champions League, mate. That's what it does.
Don't you think you went over the top though with the team selections in terms of everyone is just a young plan B?
No.
Because Ekitike is a starting striker, so why couldn't you go with a better starting striker?
Because I don't think we're going to get Isak.
I never said Isak.
So then what are our other options then? You know I like Cunha, but I don't think Cunha is the kind of striker Arne Slot wants to go for. I think he wants a guy who's a little bit more of a traditional 9, whereas Cunha is the kind of guy you'd play in a false 9 type role. So that also...
I agree with you. People think Cunha is a lot more closer to Liverpool than we know. By the way, chat, I still stick by what I said a month ago. I don't think Liverpool will sign Cunha. From a month I said it, by the way, just so you guys know. But still, if your case scenario sells Nunes, and even in your okay, I'm Tom Little now. I'm gonna insert myself in your brain and think about it. So me and you are trying. Okay, can you share the team first?
When did
Can you open?
When did Ryan get unbanned? It hasn't been 2 weeks.
Oh, Ryan's in the chat. Yeah, hold that because Ed paid a lot of money, so he can hold. Anyway, yeah, I hope Ed was there to see that. Can you put your team in new tab, please? Let's talk about it before
you
the
want me to
prods
actually
come.
pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up. Big up to Little Copite who says, big up Husam, my brother, and Jedi Tom.
Oh my god.
I love the fact, like, even Scousers call me Scouse compared to Tom. You wanna know what it is? I think they saw the England shirt once and they're like, nah, we cannot represent this. Cannot represent.
At the end of the day, game's the game, isn't it?
The game is the game what? To support England? Wow.
There you go.
Did you share it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you the issue first. Okay. Big up to Little Copite, big up to Fonzie, big up to David Race. Don't worry, we're here. I gave you guys my word. We're gonna talk about it.
I think we need to break it down position by position, to be fair. I think that's the only way I can do it.
You break it down and then I'll criticize.
So goalkeeper, I don't think anyone disagrees there. You keep Alisson here.
100% no problem. Yeah.
Brilliant. Left back, I don't think we're going to get rid of Robertson this summer because I don't think you get rid of both left backs. I think Simicast will come, and we got to look at. So Robertson, he's still going to play. What kind of left back is he? He's the attacking kind of guy. He's the guy who goes up the line, puts attempts to put crosses in. So that type of mold. So what you then need is a left back or what I think you need is a left back who does the opposite of that. Someone who can sit in a back three almost, or sit in a deeper, more narrow role. Maybe he's more of a DM type of thing in possession, which is what Hasso is. If you were getting rid of Robertson, you'd get Kerkez in. But I don't think you do Kerkez and Robertson because they're two similar profiles. If you end up playing against an opponent, you get blocked in. Why is Ryan back again?
I just blocked him. You saw it.
Look, there's another one.
I just blocked him.
But
is that someone pretending to be Ryan? Why would you pretend to be Ryan? Because I just blocked him.
But yeah, anyway, I just think based on the way left back is, and based on the way I see fullbacks, you want a guy who bombs up the line and a guy who sits narrow. That's Hasso and Robertson, and then you can have Owen Beck as a third option if needs be.
By the way, guys in the chat, just so we know, Joao Mario is not the bald guy.
It's not the 33-year-old attacking midfielder who used to play for West Ham.
Two Joao Marios. Please, guys, I beg. I had the same reaction. I was like, there is no way you want not Joao Mario who played in Euro 2016. That
Portugal not that one.
That's a different. There's a two different Joao Marios in it.
This Joao Mario has hair.
Okay, let me tell you now. Everything wrong with your team, and this is why, thank God, you're not supporting them.
We haven't broken down the fucking positions.
Okay, keep talking then. Talk.
No, instead of break, I want to see what your problem is with left back.
Okay, I'll tell you the problem. First of all, this position, goalkeeper, no problem. You get me? You look at the back four. First of all, Hato is not an issue, but Hato is not going to be a starting left back. Hato is going to be a backup centre back. The starting left back will be.
I can promise you, Hato will not play centre back for us. He's too small.
I think he will.
He's 6 foot.
Husam, he's going to be a backup centre back.
No, Husam, we don't buy centre backs who are shorter than 6'2". Go look at the history. We're not going to play. If we're buying Hato, he'll be playing.
This is Arne Slot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Sam, it doesn't matter if it's Arne Slot, Jurgen Klopp, whoever. You buy centre backs of a certain height so they can win aerial duels and they can be physically dominant. Hato
okay, I'll tell you anyway. My version of it. I'm buying left back, like to start, Kerkez, Ait Nouri, any of those guys, and then I'm buying a backup centre back. So the centre back partnership for next season is going to be Van Dijk and Konate anyway. That is something I don't think anyone disagrees on. Kwanzaa being backup centre back is fine. You know, Gomez.
I'm buying a backup centre back as well. Let's bear that in mind.
Yeah. Preferably for me, I would keep Gomez over Kwanzaa.
Well,
but anyway,
I think we all know Gomez is going to go.
Yeah, you know. But it wouldn't shock me if Kwanzaa asks to leave as well. But anyway, let's say whichever. For me personally, I'd keep Gomez, but whichever one stays, I would have a backup. I blocked him, Ed. Tom, can you vouch? I not
but
block him?
Hassam, I think you just need to block any account which is associated with them for the 2 weeks because that other one's
Okay,
in there now.
Here you go, Ed. You just saw it with your own eyes. I'm a
Yeah,
man of my word. I swear, wallah, if he comes back now in a third account, don't be mad at me, Ed. I blocked him like 4 times, bro. What can I do? Ed, thank you for the super chat. I love you, bro. And you've always supported the channel, but I blocked the guy about 10 times. It's not even me.
But Hassam, let me ask you a question then.
John W. Henry on FaceTime.
No,
Wow.
let me ask you a question.
Let me tell you first, because we're getting confused ideas here. Let me explain it first. So, first of all, I have an issue with the whole back four. Number one, I don't think Bradley is good enough to start yet at right back because he's still young and he needs experience. And as you can see in multiple games this season, okay, in multiple games this season, you can see he doesn't have his. You see, he doesn't have his. How can I say? He doesn't have his experience there yet. Second one I want to say is backup center back will be Hato or whoever it is. I'm buying a backup center back for Virgil van Dijk, and I'm buying a starting left back, like a natural left back. Ait Nouri, whether it's Kerkez. I think all of these left backs are liked by the club. The club like these.
So basically, you don't actually disagree with what I've done so far. You just disagree with the players that I've picked. And right back for me, right back's the thing.
I disagree with 3 out of the 5 things in the back four.
Right, so you agreed with buying a backup centre back for Van Dijk, which I've done, but you just disagree with who it is. You agree with buying
I think Hato will be the backup centre back.
You agree with buying a starting left back, which I've done. You just disagree with who it is. And you disagree with
No. Because you're playing centre back at left back. I'm playing left back at left back.
No, because this is where we disagree. I don't think Jarell Hato's a centre back. I don't think he'd make a good centre back in the Premier League. I think he'd get bullied.
They kind of said the same thing about what's it called? They say the same thing about what's his name, Lisandro Martinez, and he was like United's best centre back for a really long time.
Lisandro Martinez gets bullied in the Premier League. I don't want Lisandro Martinez. If Hato was going to play for Liverpool, Hato will be left back. That's just the way I see it. Liverpool buy dominant centre backs who can win the physical battles. That's why Hato won't be a centre back for me. But right back, I get your points. Right back, I want everyone to go look at the market for right back and tell me who the
market is not amazing at all. I understand.
So all I'm doing here with Joao Mario or Kyle Walker-Peters, do I want them? Fuck no. But can they do a job for a year or two until a better right back becomes available? I'd say so.
Okay. Here's the overall problem with this whole team. You have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transfers without counting Mamardashvili, and we are weaker than last season.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Now, with this team, first of all, I need a starting right back. Second of all, I need a natural left back playing left back. Third of all, backup center back, we agree, no problem. Now, when it comes to the midfield, I'm buying one starting level midfielder. I'm not buying Kamara or Dibbling or Nico Paz or any of those hipster names from Football Manager. I'm buying a starting level center back.
Lamine Kamara is a starting level midfielder.
I'm buying a starting level center midfielder. And when it comes to the forward line, since you have sold Nunez and Diaz, that alone recoups about 110 million, 120 million, 130 million. I'm not saying buy Isak, but don't come to me after selling 2 of our starters and then bringing me a Kitike. Bring at least a good level of player. Like
who? This is again my point. You can't just say bring a better level player and then go, I don't know who.
Yeah, but even I'll give you an example. Had you put Mbuemo up top, it would have been better than Ekitike. Even Mbuemo, like as a striker, is better than Ekitike. Because you're going completely down the children's route, even for a starting striker. Like Ekitike is not guaranteed to come in and as the starting striker for Liverpool next season score a whole lot of goals.
Don't disagree. And again,
so why putting Ekitike then?
Because I don't think we're going to get Isak. So therefore, I looked into it and I went, what?
So your solution is either Ekitike or Isak?
That's the mold of striker that I think we want.
Yeah, but what's happened to in the middle? Like, where there's in the middle, Tom, there's about
Because we
100
don't
million
have.
strikers.
No, I'm going by profile. I'm not going on about I'm going on about profile. I think there's a profile of striker that Liverpool wants.
Mhm.
Isak, the profile by the likes of an Isak, a Sesko, or an Ekatike. A tall striker who can run the channels, hold up, link up, but is a goal scorer mainly. I don't think we'll get Isak, and I don't think we'll get Sesko. So I think
Mhm.
you'll look at Ekatike. Beyond that, the other strikers that I've seen us be linked with, Joao Pedro, Cunha, they would be the kind you buy if you were after another Jota type. But I don't think we're after another Jota type. If Jota was to go, then I would see us moving for a Cunha type of player because they're a similar mold. Not we're trying to replace Nunes, so I need someone who does parts of what Nunes does better and does the parts that he can't do well. I need a channel runner, a guy who can hold it up, a guy who can link up. That's what we're after with that striker. If you're looking at that market, there's 3 names. I don't think we'll get the first 2, so I have to go for the third one. Would I like us to get Isak? 100%. I said yesterday, you get Salah, Isak, Gakpo, that's the best front 3 in the league. By a country fucking mile. By a country mile. It's the best front 3 in the league. But I don't think you're going to get... I think Newcastle are going to price us out of Isak. So then what do? You either go for Sesko or Ekatike.
Sesko, oh hell no. I'm
But
not
but
going
but but that's my point, Husam. I can't win because no
Sesko's
one likes the
overrated.
profile beyond Isak. But I think that's the profile that we're going
No,
for.
if we don't sign Isak, I like Joao Pedro.
But did you just not listen to anything I said?
No, I have listened to everything you said, but
I
you're
don't
wrong.
think we're going to sign Joao Pedro as the starter because I don't think that's the type of striker Arnie Slot wants.
I disagree with you completely. I think the exact type of striker that Arne Slot wants is Joao Pedro, and we really like Joao Pedro. We
But
actually,
we are
the
so
football club
heavily
like
linked.
Joao. We like Joao Pedro more than we like Cunha. You might not know that.
No, we probably do. But we are so heavily linked with Alexander Isak. Joao Pedro is about the most opposite profile I could think of.
No, because you're looking at Joao Pedro as this form of just like passer, but that's not what we're looking at. We're
Well,
looking at
I'm not. I'm sorry, Sam. I can't look at him as a goal scorer with his fucking 7 goals.
yes, but you're just looking at it purely from a numbers perspective. We're looking at the improvements he can make towards getting to that 20 goals a season level.
So could Ekatike not make these improvements?
Yeah, but Ekatike is a lot younger and does not have Premier League experience. And you're also signing Nico Pass, Dibbling, Kamara, Hato. So you're signing essentially people for Van Dijk and Salah to breastfeed. It's a reality, bro. Everyone you're signing, like Salah and Van Dijk, have to breastfeed through games. Like they're gonna have to become teachers and stuff, bro. Like you have to be serious here. If you're selling Diaz and Nunez, don't come give me Ekatike as the striker. That doesn't work out. And also,
But
we can have a starting level midfielder that we bring in, like an Ederson, that type of player. And when it comes to the left back, I think we're gonna sign a natural left back, not a center back who plays
Hato
left back.
is a natural left back. He
Here
is.
we go. Here we go.
He's played more games at left back than he has at centre back. When he plays at centre back, he's
You're
on the
so
left of a back
edgy.
three more often than not.
So
He's a
edgy.
left back. He is a
No, but
left
that's
back.
because he plays in a back 3, like you said. Okay, well, but why are you angry? So, guys, this is
He's
Tom
a
Little right
left
here.
back. He
Tom,
is a left
what's
back.
this new clapping thing? Is this your bad bitch era? Like, yes, like
Yes,
he's a left back. He's a left back. Like, I think by clapping you emphasize your shit point. I don't care if you think he's a left back, bad bitch. I'm talking about a natural left back overlapping, playing in that position, crossing it into the box. Kirkez, Ait Nouri, that type of player, okay? Not Calafiori playing
Oh my god.
Dutch Calafiori.
Jarell Hato has not played centre back since last season. He has been left back the entirety of this season. The entirety of this season. If I go look at his career by position, how do I go find this shit? All seasons. He's played more games as a left back than a centre back, and when he plays as a centre back, it's more often than not in a back three. If you're a left centre back in a back three, you're more like a left back. I'm sorry, Jarell Hatter was a left back.
Okay, I wanted Calafiori at Liverpool to do exactly what Hato is doing in your team. What I want to explain to you, Mr. Thomas, is if you're doing what you think the club will do, then you know for a fact the club are looking at a natural left back, unlike Hato, before you start screaming and doing this in my face. Okay? Natural left back, like a left back who can overlap with the left winger and be more of an efficient crosser and be more efficient player going forward. Like, and you might not like this, Ait Nouri, like Kirkaz, like these players. So I think it's going to be one of those players. I think we then proceed to sign a backup centre back. I think we're going to sign a starting level midfielder. I'm not going to sign any Tom, Dick, and Harry. With the club really like Baleba, by the way. I don't know if you've known this, but I've publicly said this. The club like Baleba. The striker is not going to be a Ekitike. The striker is not going to be someone who turns like a truck. The striker is not going to be a child. The striker will be someone who is a bit more experienced, someone who can put the ball in the back of the net with a lot more experience in the Premier League, someone who could score goals in the English Premier League, not a child that Salah has to breastfeed.
Oh yeah, again. Guys, guess what? I'm gonna go for João Pedro's 15 fucking career goals in the Premier League and expect him to boom at Liverpool. Woo! Yeah, get in there. That's what we want.
This is a horrible team, Tom. This is a horrible team.
Fucking. Why are you so hung up on João Pedro? How can you watch him? Look at the price he's going to cost.
João Pedro. I'm saying the club like João Pedro. Since you're doing what the club like, I'm doing what the club like. So why are you mad, mate?
Lad, he's got fucking 7 goals this year, and how many of them are pens?
You know who I like? You know who I like? Everyone knows who I like. This is not a secret, mate. I like João Pedro, but there's people I like more in it. Isak, blood.
Obviously, everyone wants Isak.
No. You don't want Isak. You want Ekitike.
I want Isak. I don't think.
Would you take Ekitike over Isak?
No. Why would I do that? Why would I take Ekitike?
Would you take your whole? Okay, you bought 6 players for that team. Mm-hmm. Would you put all 6 to the dustbin if you could buy Isak only?
You're a liar. Fucking questions that. So I then have only Conor Bradley right back for a season.
I don't care who you have. Listen to the question. You buy no one else. All the 6 children you bought versus Isak. Which one is better for Liverpool Club?
Not all of them were children. So I get my entire squad, or I get Alexander Isak, and that's it. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
I'm taking my squad.
Oh my god, man!
Husam, I don't think you understand.
My tag partner is here. Wait,
if I get Isak, if I get Alexander Isak, if I get Alexander Isak only, I'm going into a season with fucking Robertson, Bradley, no backup centre back for Van Dijk, and Quantra's the only backup centre back for 2 positions. I can't do that.
Hold on.
Look at this. This is the Tom Little team. I don't know if you saw it, by the way.
I haven't. No. Hold on. So this is what? So Tom, this is the team that you would want. Is it?
It's a team I'd want, and a team that I think is more realistic to happen in terms of certain positions. And right back.
Hato kind of understand it. Personally, I prefer Kirkez for left back.
Same.
Balde or Alexandro.
So Loic Balde is the Sevilla centre back that we've been.
But I'm trying to think who Alessandro is.
The Lille centre back, the one that we played against this year, 25
left-footed Brazilian.
Yeah, he's. I quite like him. I think his numbers are quite good as well.
Okay, I'll reserve judgment for that. Hold on, you put Conor Bradley as the starting right back.
I will explain right back. Please look at the market and tell me who I can buy right now.
I know. But listen, I'm not a spreadsheet.
I'm just taking the gamble. I'm taking the gamble that Bradley and whoever I buy there can do a job for a year
buying
or 2.
Vanderson.
Great, we're now going back to fucking
Monaco. I hear it. Hold on. João Mario. Who is that? I don't even know what that is, bro.
It's not the bald. It's not the bald Portuguese from Euro 2016.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, it's not the 33-year-old
Tom
bald
was to bring him
Portuguese.
back from retirement.
Yeah,
No, he's the Porto right back, but he was more of a centre mid, so he's got like the passing numbers to it. So
okay,
right back is stopgap until hopefully in a year or two's time, an actual top level right back is available that we can go by. Because I don't want to go out now and buy. Genuinely, if I ask you who to buy it right back, there's no names, there's no options.
No, I hear it. That's why I would agree with you. There's no outstanding candidate where we would all
carry on through this rebuild of horror, Matt. Go on.
All right, so who's KWP?
Kyle Walker-Peters on a free for a year.
Kyle Walker-Peters.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, not even like a Jed Spence or something like that.
Lad, like I said, stopgap, Premier League experience, knows how to invert, 1 year deal.
Yeah.
Get it over the line. That's all I've got. That's all I've got.
Nah, bro, it's got to be like a Jed Spence or something.
But my point is, Matt, if we buy Jed Spence, we have Conor Bradley. Both our right backs do the same thing. So what if we need to change the game state and go and invert him in to try and get a bit of midfield dominance?
But Walker-Peters does he invert?
Yeah, Walker-Peters inverted for the entirety of Southampton's good run.
I don't see him like that. But all right, let's move on. Percentage, I'll be real with you. That's the jury's out through injury.
That's if they're cheaping out. I want the guy next to him, Lamine Kamara. But I'm just saying that I can see a world where Bajcetic has a little spell at Las Palmas and they go, oh, do we need a DM? Do we need one? Look at what Stefan.
Yeah, I know, I understand. Yeah, I understand that bit. Kamara, though, I've heard a lot about him. Where does he play for? Who does he play for again? The Kamara guy?
Monaco,
yeah. He. To be fair, he looks pretty decent, but that wouldn't be my choice. But I understand why. Diblin, I like Diblin. I think he's good, and Diblin can play 10, and I think he can play out wide as well. Diblin, I do like the profile of him, and I think he could step up and maybe play for Liverpool. So I agree with you there. Not too sure about Nico Paz. Don't know much about him. That's me being honest.
He's the Real Madrid lad at Como. I think his all I'm saying is his numbers are very similar to the numbers that we saw. The goal scoring needs to pick up a little bit, but his underlying numbers are very similar to those of Bobby Firmino's at Hoffenheim. And I want to look Bobby Firmino.
Chiesa, the jury is definitely out whether Slot even rates him. Because
I just don't think you can buy a right winger if you've got Salah and guarantee minutes for them. Chiesa's at least Chiesa's at least going to be happy.
Hi, Callum. Your partner is thinking. Might as well come save him. Hi, Callum.
I'm doing all right. I'm fine with this.
No, you're not doing all right.
I'm fine
as well.
A rebuild from hell.
All right. Just quickly. So then you got So you got Doak. No.
Imagine after all this, the starting striker is Ekitike after signing 5 children.
So why have you gone just out of interest? Why have you not gone Isak or something?
I don't think Liverpool will renew Salah, renew Van Dijk, and sign Isak in the same window. So I have to make a choice. Would I rather we keep Salah and Van Dijk or get Isak? I'd rather keep Salah and Van Dijk. So then I have to move to my next striking option.
But here's the killer. So Ekitike, how do you pronounce his name again?
Ekitike,
yeah. He's the starting striker for Frankfurt, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he used to play up front with Marmoush, innit? Like, my only thing about him is that as good as I think he kind of like looks, and this is for me like his breakout season, there's two things that worry me. One is just his one season where he goes mad, a bit like Nunez at Benfica. Two is he's suited to a two-partner strike partnership. And not only that, is he going to come to Liverpool? Like, he would definitively have to be the first choice. That's a big step up. And if I'm being honest, he reminds me of like...
3, he turns like a truck.
He's like I don't want to be disrespectful, but he's like a Timu version of Isak, bro.
Oh, wow.
He's like, you know what I mean?
I don't necessarily disagree, but I just think if we are after Alexander Isak, if Alexander Isak is the guy you're after, then you want that profile. You're going to be building around having that profiler striker. Ekitike is the next best option for that profiler striker. A tall guy who can hold up play, link up with others, bring others into the game, run the channels. Yeah. Is it ideal? No. But if we get priced out of Isak, what can we do?
No, I understand. You're doing the not copium, but you're doing like realistically. Are Liverpool going to make all these signings? Probably not. So we have to make adjustments to.
Yeah,
our
but
budget.
realistically, if I sign 5 children for different positions, I'm going to sign a serious striker.
Yeah, like
you can't do like Nico Paz, Hato, Ward Prowse. So what's his name again? Sorry, not Ward. Walker Peters, and then at the end
Walker
go like,
Peters,
oh yeah,
that's
Ekitike as well.
Yeah, Walker Peters one. That one is bad.
Do you fancy Mateta for 30 million, Tom?
Right, hold on a minute. I'm not having you slag off Ekitike as an option and then bring me boom, Mateta's in the room.
Don't disrespect Philip Mateta ever like that.
What next? Should we do Hwang Hee-chan again, guys? Let's do Hwang Hee-chan again. We'll do Hwang again.
I promise you, if we signed Mateta last January, we would won the league. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let me grab these supers.
I was going to say,
go on.
I got a little bit of breaking news, not the Kirkes stuff, but this is from journalist from I think it's the Mirror. He said Liverpool value Kelleher at between 30 to 40 million, but may have to accept much less because he will only have a year left on his deal. Chelsea, Newcastle, and Bournemouth are leading the race to sign him.
I'll come to that in a second now because I do want to talk about Isak, and then we'll get to the PSG stuff. Big up to Vida Vikas who says, didn't know Tom is in cahoots with FSG. You fraud, is what Vida's saying.
What is this, man?
Imagine your fraudulence reached India. There is a guy in India who sent Indian rupees to just explain your fraudulence to the universe. Ekitike hype, lol, he moves like a truck, no way. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jahilad, actual scouser. None of this Jedi bullshit. You get me? He's here. He says it. Moves like a truck. I told you. And also, Matt, listen, I'm an asshole, but Matt gave the nice breakdown, which is he plays in a 2-striker thing, and it doesn't work at Liverpool. Me, I give more venomous takes. We're competing for the Premier League and the Champions League. We don't need no stopgap right backs, leaving Bradley as first choice, Tom. Walker Peters shouldn't be in your mouth, is what Peter Copite says.
What right back do I get then? This is the thing that everyone's saying, oh, no, we can't be doing right back.
Vanderson?
How... He is, from everything I've read about him, massively inconsistent. Why? I don't want to gamble on a massively inconsistent right back for 40 million. I'd rather
Jed Spence.
But then my point is, Jed Spence and Bradley are too similar for me. If you're going to have Bradley, I think you need a right back that does something different.
You are the biggest loser, Tom, because I told you we like Kirkes. Fabrizio Romano. Milos Kirkes, just literally 4 minutes ago. Kirkes expected to leave and try a new chapter in the summer, as reported in recent months. Liverpool are amongst clubs tracking the left back who signed with Fali Ramadani as a new agent this year.
Husam,
I know my club.
Fabrizio tweeted last week that we scout fucking Hasso, so I'm also not wrong. I don't know what fucking thing you're
thinking. I told you Hato will be backup centre back, but you will keep shouting.
Oh my god! If Jarell Hasso will not sign for Liverpool as a backup centre back,
I think he will. That's what they said about Cannavaro. He won the Ballon d'Or.
But Jarell Hatto's not Cannavaro.
You never know. He could turn out to be Cannavaro. You're just angry. You're so. You know, I'm the one with no food, no water, and no cigarettes and no coffee for the last 10 hours, and you're the one screaming. Imagine. That's how calm and composed I am under pressure. Unlike you, you're shouting, you're leaning back, but you're the one that wants Ekitike to lead the line for Premier League retaining Liverpool Football Club. And you titled the tweet, that's how you retain a title. By Ekitike up top. Ho, ho, ho. Shiver me timbers. The league is shaking because we signed Ekitike. Please.
Can I see the team again? Can I just see the team again?
Yes, you can see the team again as we're reading.
Are you sure you're ready to see this, bro?
Right.
Why are we making out like it's a bad team?
Wrong button. This button.
Oh, we make it out like it's a good team.
Dibbling and Kyle Walker Peters is Tom on crack, is what A350X is saying. Yeah, and the worst part is
I don't know why we're slagging off Dibbling here. Tyler Dibbling has a lot of potential.
No, we're not slagging off Dibbling, bro.
You titled it. You titled it. Okay? You titled it. This is how you retain a Premier
League. Centre-back option.
Yeah. That's what you titled it. This is how you retain a Premier League.
Alisson and Mamadash make complete sense.
Yeah.
Kanate Kwanzaa. Who's Alexandro?
The Lille centre back.
That's
Lil
the first
said
thing I
Fullback.
said. Then I remembered.
It's
who it was.
crazy because we all asked the same questions.
Yeah.
Loic Bade is not the one at all. Hato, I'm good with at left back, and then Robbo and Beck. I do think we need someone better than Bade or Alexandra. Is that João Maria of Inter?
No, you're the same.
We all asked the same question.
Husam was like, Husam had to told me as well, bro. He was like, it's not that same Brazilian. That's
the
about
Porto
45
right back.
years old.
It's the 24-year-old Porto right back who used to play centre mid.
I'm just making sure. Kyle Walker-Peters, if Trent was staying and we didn't have Conor Bradley, I'd be fine with Kyle Walker-Peters as backup. But we need someone better. We need someone better better than Bradley as backup, Matt. But we need someone better
There's a reason
than
you
Bradley.
lot are on the same
Guys,
team.
this
No,
is
I'm
the
saying
João Mario that Tom's talking about.
Yeah, that's what
That's what I thought it was as well, by the way.
This is the João Mario, Tom?
No, that's not the one I'm buying. For fuck's
Didn't he used to
sake.
play for Porto as well, though? Tom,
If
I'm mistaken.
He used to play for fucking West Ham. I'm obviously not buying that one.
But yeah, no, I think Bradley
He used to
should be
play on the
backup.
left when fucking Arnautovic was up front at the London Stadium. Obviously, I don't want that one up front. Or at fucking right back. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, for Bradley for me should be the backup, and I'd go and get it. My two for right back would be Kimmich or Jed Spence.
We've already turned down Kimmich, apparently.
Reportedly,
Yeah, I don't think we signed Kimmich. I'll be honest with you, Callum. There's no need for you to be like fraudulent. You know that he's not our age profile.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying what I would do.
Not Liverpool. Like Kimmich to Liverpool is something all four of us would go like, whoa, but it's just not us because we are fraud.
Okay, I hear that. The only reason why I may push back on that point though is because on a free, we did sign Milner, and he was around the same or similar age when we signed him. On a free,
but that was like pre-Edwards power, pre-Klopp revolution, pre.
I mean, we got Thiago. Thiago was 29 when we signed him.
But Thiago's different though. That's
I'm
like
I'm just saying. I don't think
that was basically Klopp's reward for in the Premier League. Though we got the one player he's wanted.
Nah, it was. It's like we're gonna get you one of the most gifted players ever.
And
like,
maybe Slot might look at it and go, look, if we're losing creativity from right back with Trent, Kimmich could replicate some of that.
You think he's gonna want Kimmich at right back?
I'm saying I wouldn't be overly surprised. I don't see it happening, but those are two right backs I'd go for, Kimmich and Jed Spence, because I think they're both better than Bradley, and it gives Bradley a bit more time to mature into the right back that we all think he can become.
Okay, can I be honest? Overall, this is the issue with what Tom's doing. Tom buys 6 children and then also puts Ekitike as the starting striker. That's the big problem here. Like the big problem is if 3 out of the 6 children work out, it's a successful window because you could sell the other three kids for like, lose 5 million on each, not that deep. The problem is he does all of this and then puts Ekitike up top also.
Yeah, I'm seeing Chiesa or Doak for right wing as well.
Chiesa or Doak as a back
winger. Well, Liverpool have never been able to get Salah a good backup because no one wants to be the backup to Salah because Salah doesn't ever rest.
But if you've got Diblin there, Diblin could be the backup for Salah.
But I would want Diblin to play in the 10 when Salah's not playing because Diblin will be getting the cup minutes type thing or minutes off the bench in league games.
Yeah, but he'd get cup minutes when Salah's not playing.
Yeah, but he's going to get the cup minutes when Szoboszlai's not playing.
He'd get the cup. No, but if Szoboszlai's not playing, then Elliott plays then, right?
You think Elliott's here next year?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be Isak if we're getting a striker, man.
I would love us to get Isak, but I don't
Tom
think...
Tom said he likes Ekitike more than Isak.
I never said that. I never said that. You said...
Right,
I'm going to ask what you actually said, Tom. So
I was given the ultimatum. Would you rather sign Isak alone or
the 5 children you chose?
No, or every player on this list. So I get to
yeah, I said okay. This is the
I get to make this team,
difference.
or I get Isak only, and I said I'll take the team.
Yeah, I told him
only
if you have
Bradley
Isak only, or 5 of these children that you signed, Nico Paz and Alexandro and blah blah. Like we keep
Alexandro's
the same
25.
Can I ask Callum the question without you just interrupting, please?
You're not giving the correct context though. Alexandro.
How is it? I'm not giving the correct context when it's my question.
Gaslighter.
Right.
It's unreal.
So
Let me ask my question.
Neither Alexandro or Bade are children. They're 24 and 25.
Can I ask my question? Okay. The question is the following. We keep the same exact team that we have from this season, plus Isak. Okay? Versus
That was
Tom's
not
children.
your question. That was
Yes,
not
that
your
was my
question.
question. I
It
said we
wasn't.
keep everyone, okay? And we sign
wasn't.
Isak.
It wasn't.
And obviously, we don't get to sign a Trent replacement. So Bradley is the starting right back, no problem. But essentially, I asked Isak and the same team we have now versus Tom and his children. And Tom chose Tom and his children.
I'm gonna be real with you. As much as I'm sick of Robbo or Simicast playing left back, and as much as I want another midfielder, even though I don't think we'll get one. Oh, it means Bichette comes back off loan, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. So that's another midfielder sorted.
Yes, Isak up top.
People are calling me the FSG guy. I literally called out exactly what was going to happen there. We'll bring Manchester back and people go, oh, we don't need a midfielder.
Does Trent stay? In your scenario, Husam, does Trent stay?
I wasn't told he was staying.
No, just to give Mr. Little some fairness. I'm like, okay, Trent leaves, no problem. Bradley is
but we only get Isak.
You don't get a right back. Enjoy that, Callum. We don't get a right back.
Tom and his children.
Still got Joe Gomez.
Kwanzaa can play right back. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
there you go, bro.
No, Callum, I knew it. I knew you wouldn't let me down. I knew it. The thing is, if Mo and Isak are on the same team, we're gonna score 600 million goals.
This is what I mean, bro.
Sorry, Tom. Do you know what, Tom? Tom, you're not even wrong, bro. You're not even wrong. I want it all, bro.
And you know what? You see them players, Tom, that you want, yeah, or you think we can get. We'll just go and get them the following season.
I was gonna say, yeah, January.
We need Isak now.
I promise you right now, half the play. So Nico Paz, you are not getting him next summer. He'll go back to Madrid, and they'll sell him on for 60, 70 million. You need to get him now if you're gonna get him.
Is he that good, bro? Is he really that good?
I think he is. If you go look at his numbers,
he's the next Firmino.
If you go look at his numbers, his underlying numbers are similar to Bobby Firmino's when he was at Hoffenheim, and they're similar to Dominic Szoboszlai's this season. I'd love to add that. Plus, he can play up front as well if needs be, as he's done for Como this year against a number of good Serie A sides. He's got goals, assists against a number of good Serie A sides. Is he the finished package?
Tom? How old is he?
It's 20 or 21.
Nico Paz. Okay, man, I have to check that out. Nico Paz.
He's 20.
He's 20 years old, isn't it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll have to see.
Guys, you guys are looking him up. Imagine waking up to Tom's stinky squad during Ramadan. Sam, Matt, and Cal. The only reason I ain't back to bed. Can Tom's friend fetch him back on his neck?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's a.
People just don't see the vision.
Yeah, people don't see the vision. Definitely, people don't see the vision. Big up to you, though. I see how long it takes them to notice. Big up to Ziad Sleeping, who sends in a super chat. Thank you so much, Ziad. Appreciate you. They still haven't noticed. Big up to Jack, who says, look at it like this. They still haven't noticed. Buy an Ekitike or Sesko profile. That'll be 180 million we've wasted on forward. Isak saves more than loses it, is what Jack is saying. They still haven't noticed.
We just didn't fucking engage with it. Let's be honest though, Husam. How much is this going to cost? Let's say Newcastle get Champions League football this season. 110 million on bonuses.
I think 120 personally.
If Newcastle get Champions League football, they are not selling for any less than.
No. This is without them getting Champions League football.
If they don't get Champions League football,
100 plus 10,
120
bonuses.
120 gets them, in my opinion.
By the way, we have a couple of players that Newcastle really like that we can use in this trade. Kwanzaa, Gomez, Kelleher.
Yeah, I think
we can do the Luka Doncic trade, Tom. We can. We really can.
We can, bro.
We can go like.
Who's our Anthony Davis?
Would you send? Okay, Tom. I'm gonna ask you a question right now. Would you send Kwanzaa, Gomez, and Kelleher, and 10 million 20 million to Newcastle.
What sort of deal is this? That's
Would
never
you do it?
happening.
Would you do
That's
it?
never
This is the Luka
happening,
Doncic. Just listen. This is the Luka Doncic.
Kwanzaa and Kelleher will get it done, you know.
Kelleher,
Kwanzaa and
Gomez,
Kelleher.
Kwanzaa to Newcastle plus 20 million to buy Isak. Would you do it, Tom?
Fucking obviously. Because I'm assuming I can just go out and buy a fucking centre back.
Listen, don't. But you see, this is the problem with you. This is why Callum's your partner. You like.
But I'm sorry, Husam. What the? Why would Newcastle do that deal? Why
Would you do the Luka Doncic trade in Liverpool and get Isak, who's Luka Doncic?
Are you asking me?
That's the question. Give him Gomez, give him Kelleher, give him Kwanzaa. Ask questions later. Why are you asking questions?
Kelleher's already
That's the
going.
thing.
Yeah, I'm doing it, man.
Of course
Yeah,
you're
there you
doing
go.
it. What's
Thank
there
you.
to think
Thank
about?
you.
Obviously, everyone's doing it. But why the fuck would Newcastle accept that deal? They lose their best striker in the league and they get fucking Kwanzaa in return.
Yeah, but Kwanzaa was at one point. You said he was better than Kanate, so he can't be
I
that
never
bad.
said. Oh,
Yes,
my
you did, bro. The
God.
crimes are there. You said it. I will never forget that, bro. I wasn't
You
even
weren't
on
there
the
when I got
street
cleared on
when
those
you said
charges.
this.
You
Husam
weren't
just
there
told
when
me
I
the
got-
tape.
You weren't there when I got cleared on those charges. Christmas Eve.
You're on
You weren't there.
unnecessary.
No, you're not clear
unnecessary-
from them charges.
Unnecessary
Never.
information.
Yeah,
from the,
Don't make me play them clips again.
But this is my. Why would they
Tom,
do
I
that?
like your signing
Why would
ports.
they do that deal? Oh my God. I'd love to live in a fancy land Husam works in when we can just give our backup defenders away for the best strike in the league.
We'll talk about Isak. We'll talk about
Yeah,
Isak. So you
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell me your non-fantasies. Lamine Kamara's the next Baleba. He's the next big thing. He's a great quality. I take him in a heartbeat. Samuel Ritchie. I like Ritchie. Stiller, Lamine Kamara, top 3 picks for me. I hear you. I'm not that mad at the super chat. Like Ritchie specifically is a good player.
So someone else says it. You're like, oh, I hear that. If I say
Relax.
Lamine Kamara, fuck you.
Like, the problem is not signing 2 children. The problem is signing 6 of them. Mr. Nico Paz is the next Firmino. Vedat Veka says Mamar's form has dipped badly at Valencia. He was criticized by the coach recently. Rumors say he's going to get benched. I'm worried he might not be him. If he's not him, let me introduce you, Jaros. He's ready-made. If Mamardashvili messes it up, Jaros is in the building, ready to cook. Speaking of ready to cook,
Jaros'
Guys.
contract ends at the end of the season, bro.
don't worry, we can extend him. He's 18.
Does it?
Just buy him a PS5.
You say he's
Big
18,
up
but
to-
he's 24.
I'm a PS5. You know.
He's a kid. Just buy him a PS5.
Yeah, Jaros is 24, bro.
That's the good thing about the players that Tom signs. Just put a PS5 in with the new contract. I don't know also why we have a guy called Ziad sleeping with a picture of Ziad sleeping. And so that's crazy. Anyway, you want to know who's fraudulent? Forget Tom's team. You guys in the chat. We have 750 people watching and we're not even at 200 likes yet. Can you imagine, guys? Not even 200. Guys, my stomach hurts from arguing with Tom and I'm hungry and I haven't smoked yet. So my dopamine is not there either. And I haven't even had my coffee yet. So I'm just going all mad. So everyone hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we are going to be talking about Isak and we're going to talk about Allez-vous Paris as well because we have a football game to analyze. I don't know why I had a brain fart there. To analyze, innit? We have a football game to analyze. So we're going to talk about Isak first since we started off with transfers. Then we have a football game to analyze. Also, as I always say, Tom Little is in the description, Sanderson Show in the description, Matt One Show, and Kopish, pound for pound, best Liverpool channel on YouTube. Go give them a subscribe. Go subscribe to all these amazing, lovely guys. And let's start off with Isak.
Is he frozen?
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
They banned Arne Slot because he told Michael Oliver that he had effing given them everything and hopes that Oliver was proud of his performance. And then he said, if we don't win the league, I'll effing blame you. That's what Slot told Michael Oliver.
Did he actually say
That's
that?
why he sent him off.
Oi, listen.
Yo, Slot. Slot, blood.
Okay.
Slots about that life. You know?
My manager.
Okay,
He's
Arnie.
about that life.
My
He's
manager.
about that life.
My manager. Should have seen what I called Oliver Arnie. Anyway,
saw.
yeah. Unfortunate. What time is it in Jordan right now? It is 5:15, so I still have an hour and a half to go. Anyway, back to the topic. Mods, push likes, and all this. So let's go to. I want to start with Callum. I feel like sometimes we just overdo it, with Callum and transfers. Let's give him a chance to express his thoughts.
Oh, please, Callum, please don't mention him by name. Call him the Swedish one or something.
So you see how I'm respectful to you, and then your own partner does this. You see?
But I'm superstitious like that. So far, all I've had is positive news, and the name hasn't been uttered yet. There's just a track record, Cal. You know what? I have so much time and respect for you, but please, for me, I know I don't deserve it after what's gone on the past couple of weeks and the amount of stress I put you under. But please, for me, just call him like the Swedish one or something. Make the football gods believe I want Gyökeres or something. Please, for me.
What can I call him then? Can I call him 14?
Yeah, that works. We'll sign Thierry Henry.
All right, cool.
Just leave it up to interpretation.
Funny because 14 could be Eddie Nketiah as well. Like that could be someone. 14 could literally be Eddie Nketiah. Anyway, tell us your thoughts on the whole Isak.
We could want Jordan Henderson to play up front. You know that this is the kind of interpretation I'm hoping.
Henderson wear 14 at Ajax.
I mean,
I'm not sure actually.
Nketiah doesn't wear 14 at Palace, so I just thought it was any time someone wore 14.
Fair. So, Callum, talk to me about Isak. What's your thoughts on this whole? Because, like, as much as me and you agree on ownership and everything, like, low-key, the whole thing has been brewing for a while at this point. We can't just ignore it.
It has been, but all right, Bellingham was brewing as well. Who else has there been? Like, how many players do we see and go, oh, they've been linked with Liverpool? Wow. Zubimendi in the summer, obviously we tried to get that one over the line. Then we got linked with Bastoni and Kudus as well. Remember that, guys? Remember I sat there and I said we're going to get Zubimendi, Bastoni and Kudus. Remember that? Yeah, look where we are now. We ain't getting Isak. We're not going to go and spend 120. Oh, I did, sorry. We're not getting number 14.
Within the first sentence.
Well, that's a good thing. He says we're not going to get him. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
it's a good thing you've prod Tom. He just said we're not going to get him.
So I said there was another one, Mbappe. Remember Mbappe? We're going to get Mbappe 2020. Then it was hashtag Mbappe 2021, and then hashtag Mbappe 2022.
He couldn't wait. Look. Chelsea bomb. Look at this fraud right here.
Guys, we're so asked about Lavia. Oh my god, what we do? That was 13 games in 2 seasons.
Kvaratskhelia. Look how that worked out. Look, we ain't
monitoring. Yeah,
we are not getting him. As much as I hope I'm wrong, we're not doing it. It doesn't make sense for it does make sense for us, but it won't make sense for them. Isak's about to turn 14's about to turn 26 in September, if I'm not mistaken. So he's currently 25.
Yep.
The only person we've signed for big money around that age was Virgil van Dijk, and that was 75 million. But why did we do that? Because we brought in the money from Coutinho. If we didn't bring in the money from Coutinho and we didn't sign Virgil in the summer, which was originally what was meant to happen for 50 mil, we wouldn't have gone back in from in January with an extra 25 to sweeten the deal with Southampton. We're not selling anyone of that sort of money to go and replace with Isak because of all the other stuff we have to do to the squad. If Trent's going, we have to get a right back. We know we need a left back. We need a centre back as well, which I think we'll get. I don't think we'll get a centre midfielder, but if Diaz and Nunes go, we'll need a left winger and we'll need
But why do people keep saying Diaz? I don't understand.
Because it looks like
isn't it not more likely that Jota leaves according to reports?
No, see, I think Jota stays.
Where's the interest in Jota?
I think Slot loves
Tom,
Jota.
Of course you're going to find interest. Come on.
No, but
I'm saying every report I've read, like over the last 2 months, has always said Nunes and Jota.
The reports have been Nunes and Diaz, and Jota might go as well. But if you just listen to what's been said by Arne Slot himself, he wishes he could play Jota more because he likes him as an option. He wishes he could play 90 minutes. So I think if it comes down to it, but ultimately you'll get more money for Diaz as well. And Diaz is due a new mega money contract. We've normally sort of let Jota go into last year and take the hit a little bit. So I think if any one of them is going to go, it'll be Diaz. Plus, wingers are easiest to buy.
Plus, the Barca thing will never go away. Like until he signs that new deal, I do think Diaz's future is up for debate.
I don't think we put him on a new deal with what he wants though, because of his age as well.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I know he might not be
the second oldest attacker we've got, well, third oldest because of Salah, but like is he like a month behind Jota? But not as good.
Here's the killer though. Even though he might not be the best winger in Europe, or maybe even
He's not the best left winger at the football club.
Yeah, like maybe not top 5, but maybe he's top 10. Maybe just thinking of it now. Yeah, he's kind of, I think, a little bit underappreciated though. I do think so, because sometimes when you look around Europe and we talk about names like Nico Williams who has high potential, but then you look at the output and you're like, there's other players that I could mention, but like I do think he's better than maybe what sometimes how we perceive him to be anyway. I just think that because Gakpo's been on a tear this season and Gakpo is just better, it kind of makes you realize, like, oh, do you know what? Maybe we're a little bit unfair on Diaz, because Diaz has had to be the one that's had to play the false 9 role because our striker was not able to ever finish his dinner either. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to give him a little bit of credit.
I agree.
Kind of, but then you look at Diaz had the entirety of last season on the left wing.
Unfair on Diaz hype. I don't think we've been unfair on Diaz.
He had the entire season on the left last year and didn't pull up any trees. Like I would understand this thing if Diaz was 25, 24, but he's nearly 29.
No, I know, but some people, like, because here's the thing, because we got Cody Gakpo and Cody Gakpo's playing so well, there's a lot of people that's like, Diaz needs to go, man. He just needs to go. He's not, like you say, he's 29. He's not going to get any better. So it's a thing where it's like, I understand we can upgrade on him, but let's just like, don't sell him just for selling's sake, innit? If we're going to sell him, make sure it's an upgrade. We have to make sure.
I've been fair to Diaz this season. Yeah. I understand the people that like Diaz in the chat being frustrated. The one thing I will say, though, is the following. At the end of the day, if Diaz wants to leave, there is nothing I'm going to do to stop him. You get what I'm saying?
True.
Like, I'm in that type of situation where it's like, okay, guys, can we stop this? Guys, we are Liverpool Football Club, not Make-A-Wish Foundation. Everyone in the chat is just mentioning some random under-22 player who's good. Why are you all like this? First, I have to look at Tom's team with 10 children in there, and now you're telling me Jamie Gittins. Who else do you want? Let's sign McAtee from Manchester City. Let's make him our Cole Palmer, and let's invest in the McAtee train. Let's sign a bunch of children as well. Might as well. Anyone else you want to sign? Any other random kid you wanna sign? Adiemi? He's still young. We can go there. Let's go there.
So Husam, let me ask you: if we lose Chiesa and Diaz, who would you bring in as a left winger? Because we need someone else in.
Okay, can I give you an unpopular opinion? All 5 forwards, barring Salah, are upgradable on.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would dispute that.
Yeah. Including Gakpo, by the way.
Yeah.
Every single one of them can be upgraded on. But because we exist in a normal world and not ideal world scenarios, this is not a lab. This is real life. Because this is real life and not a lab, I have to be objective and say I would upgrade. Upgrading on Nunes is easy. Tom Little is an upgrade on him. Upgrading on Jota is a bit more difficult just because of his clinical edge, which I think even off the bench, not many people could give you. Now, with Diaz, I do think you can find a lot of players around Europe who are fantastic technically and probably better in front of goal overall. Maybe the numbers might not show it. Like, case in point, the player that I wanted from when he was at Lyon, Bradley Barcola. You get me? I love Barcola. Case in point that we messed up, Kvaratskhelia. Other case in point, yeah, we completely messed that up. I hate that so much. Other case in point, some people might not like that, but someone like a Mitoma, you know, I just think all these players are just waiting to just explode in terms of goal scoring. I know Mitoma's towards the older side, but I'm saying in terms of like having their best goal scoring seasons. You know, he'd be someone that we bring in. And also another shout for left wing is actually Kudus, because Kudus can play left wing. Kudus is not like
that's his weakest position now.
Yeah, Kudus better on the right or
the free Kudus,
there's many players.
Mitoma we won't go for because of age profile and the amount of money that
Mitoma's older than Diaz.
And he picks up injuries though, you know, Mitoma.
Barcola's not leaving PSG. And then
don't just say buzzwords. Don't just say, what do you mean Barcola's not leaving PSG? So Liverpool call him and he's gonna go like, no, I don't want to come.
Well, he's a PSG fan. And he's playing for them.
Oh, he's a PSG fan. He's in the Lyon Academy.
He's playing regular football. He's like one of their main stars.
Guess what? If Liverpool is gonna be playing regular football.
Yeah, but you man are saying it like we're not Liverpool. Like, even if he was, and
thank you, Matt.
we'd offer him a massive contract to play in the Prem. Not saying he's definitely going to go, but
and
you're acting like we're not an attractive
I'm
proposition,
not
though.
saying we're not attractive.
Yeah.
But I'm
In the same way, Bastoni's an Inter Milan fan and plays it into it. It's nothing to do with us. It's to do with where the player is at and where the player's mindset is.
Okay, can you stop? Can you stop? You want to know the reason why you need to stop? The reason why you need to stop is because we have a history of Italian players not wanting to leave that league. We don't have a history of French players not wanting to leave the French league. French league, the second French league, anyways, the Premier League, with the amount of French players we've seen at the Premier League. Like, how many players have we seen? How many teams from the team that won the World Cup? Petit, Will Tord, Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry.
All right, more specifically, how many players from PSG have we seen go from PSG to the Prem in recent years? No. In recent years,
Sacco. But Sacco did though. Sacco was going to be the flipping captain at one point.
Since they've been a European powerhouse, how many players have we seen?
PSG.
Yeah, but why are you being so specific? Why does
That's
it have
so
to be
specific.
PSG
Why does that have to be from PSG to the Prem though? I don't get it.
Because that's what Bradley Barcola's about to do, or what you're saying he's
Bradley
gonna do.
Barcola is a French player who's going to move to Liverpool Football Club if we want him.
From PSG.
Yes, but you're making.
So you men are basically saying we can't get a player from PSG. That's what you're saying.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
saying
the thing.
Because it hasn't happened before.
Very
It can
weak,
never
Callum.
happen.
It's very weak.
It's unlikely. If you guys think that we're going to get Barcola in the summer, I think you're crazy.
I wanted us to, but I was doing it on
By the way, I
basis
said
that-
we're going to sign Barcola, not like Mbappe. I don't know
Yes,
why you're
but
exaggerating
Husam,
this.
I would have agreed with you.
Barcola's a very good player, but he ain't like that guy yet.
I would have agreed with you if Bradley Barcola was not starting every game for them. They have found a way to start him and Kvaratskhelia when it matters most. So I don't see why he would leave PSG.
If Liverpool have a
You
left
can lie to the masses. You can't lie to me.
I don't understand. I don't understand what we're
Kvaratskhelia
doing
comes off the bench. Don't lie. As things stand, Desire Doué plays as the third midfielder. Dembele is the striker. The left winger is what's his name? The left winger is Barcola. You get me? So don't even try. Don't try to come up here and lie to the masses. Anyway, go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, I think let's say, for example, there's a left wing spot open at Liverpool. Whether that's Cody Gakpo, obviously he's still there.
Sorry, Matt. I'm just going back to PSG versus Lyon, literally 2 games ago. Kvaratskhelia starts on the right, Barcola starts on the left, Dembele starts up front.
So why don't you do one game that suits your narrative?
I just
what
went
about the
back
game before that?
What about the game before that?
PSG
What about the game after that?
PSG, yeah, I can do it. The game before Lyon was Brest in the Champions League. Kvaratskhelia starts on the right, Dembele starts up front, Barcola starts on the left.
And
I know you're a liar because Kvaratskhelia came off the bench.
What, in the 7-0? In the 7-0? Go look it up.
I saw with my own eyes that he came.
Because transfer market, we can.
Ironically, the game before that, Toulouse away 1-0. Barcola starts on the left, Kvaratskhelia starts up front, and Kang In Lee starts on the right. That was 3 games in a row where they started Kvaratskhelia and Barcola together.
Just take it all, guys. Just take it all.
No, no, Cal.
I'm not going to take the L. I went on PSG International yesterday. We spoke about this. Kvaratskhelia is not a guaranteed starter, by the way.
And you can check to see how many times they played in that position. So, like, it'll say like left, right, center.
Yeah, but he's only just come to the club though, Kvaratskhelia. So he's not going to have like a massive history at the club.
Dembele and Barcola are the ones that start 90% of the games.
Yeah, at the moment.
Right. So I'm sorry. Let me go through their last 10 games.
He's so angry.
PSG's last 10 because you sat there and
I love when I get him really angry because I know I've actually won the argument.
You sat there and thought you'd done something. I've proven you wrong. You're just not accepting it.
No, I haven't proven you wrong.
No, carry on. I'll pull up my numbers in a second.
Okay, the last game against Lille, he didn't start. Yalla.
No,
I'm gonna do the Tom Little. Okay, don't interrupt now. Okay, so PSG beat Lille 4-1. Exactly what Husam said happened. Dembele on the right, Desire Doué in midfield, Barcola on the left. Kvaratskhelia did not start. You get me? The game in the French Cup, Kvaratskhelia started, which shows that it's irrelevant because it's an unimportant game against Stade Brescian, whoever the hell they are. You get me? You go back all the way to...
No, go on. Next game.
Wait.
Leon.
When he started, when he was signed, Brest, they won 3-0. The front three was Doué, Barcola, and Dembele. You get me? The game against Monaco, you get me? He started with Dembele and Barcola, with Desire Doué behind them. So these are all the options that PSG have. But the point is with Barcola, it's not impossible that you can get him out of PSG. Now that's besides the point. We're arguing Barcola for no reason. Let's talk about Isak, please. Isak to Liverpool, back all the way to the topic. So, since, by the way, as soon as I swear, wallahi, as soon as I messaged Callum and I said, tell me your thoughts on Isak, I got a message straight away. Callum is not supposed to talk about transfers. I swear to God, wallahi. One of the people that views your channel as well. I'm telling you.
I need a name, bro. You can't just leave me.
No, I ain't gonna snitch. Don't disrespect my legacy like that. I'll never snitch. I'll never ever
crazy.
snitch. I'm never
You
snitching.
have a WhatsApp message. How far is this first being spoken about?
And a Snapchat message as well. And actually from three different people.
Snapchat. But the message
From
delivered
three
different crazy.
From 3 different people.
Are they
all
content creators?
saying Callum isn't supposed to talk about transfers. I
Are they
swear, wallahi,
content creators?
no, they're not content creators. They're viewers.
It wasn't you two, was it? It wasn't you.
No,
and-
no, no, no,
Right,
no,
weren't
no,
you in
Me?
trouble?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I got nothing to do with me,
No,
bro. Don't put me in
Cal,
this.
I'd be decent enough to say to your face that I don't want you talking about transfers.
Yeah, he's saying 314 from a viewer.
I'm
This is
not
the
gonna,
message
I'm not
I
gonna
got,
slightly
right?
message. I'd say to your face, I don't want you talking
No.
about Isak joining.
If it's from a view, I'm trying to think who it would be.
Listen to this message. Husam, Cal is caps lock. Not supposed to discuss transfers. You're killing me. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think who that is, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
So back to Isak. Matt, since you're not the jinx, talk to me about the Isak thing.
All right, so
And we can touch on Kirkes as well since it's in the news
yeah.
now.
All right. So with the Isak thing, what worries me about it though, firstly, is I think Tom might have mentioned it before, is that potentially could mean Salah's going. I want to believe there is a world where we can get Isak and Salah stays, but I am worried that the more Isak links that we're seeing potentially means Salah might be leaving, and that's not what I want to happen. Obviously, we want to get Isak, keep Salah, right? If we're somehow able to do the unthinkable, my goodness, are we in for a treat? If we get Isak and Salah stays, everybody's in trouble. Is it likely to happen? No, I don't know. Obviously, there's a slight chance if Newcastle don't get top 4. If they do get top 4, I think it's going to be even harder to get him out of Newcastle. And I don't even think he pushes for a move. I actually think he gives them 1 more year just to see what they do in the league and if they do anything in the Champions League. Right now, I just think we just got to just kind of just treat it almost like it's not even there and just wait and see how the season unfolds. In terms of Kirkes, I think we get Kirkes. I know all the talk was about Hato, but I've said from day one, I think we might get Kirkes. And he's also the player that I wanted initially for left back over Hato. Like, I think Hato is good, but at least I know with Kirkes, he's proven. Hato has got, it seems like a high upside. He would be a good signing for us. Not saying that we can't get Hato as well, but for me, Kirkes is the one I think. Like, let's be real. If we sign Kirkes today, literally, if we can sign him today, he immediately comes in and is our best left back. And he improves us dramatically. Yeah. So that's a no-brainer to me. So if we were somehow able to get Kirkes, Isak, and say a centre-back, I'm not going to lie, the fan base will be happy, even if we didn't get a midfielder. We want a midfielder. We still want to get a midfielder, but we need the left back like today, because both of those left backs, just unfortunately, they're not it. We need a striker because obviously we know Nunes, unfortunately, isn't the guy. And then obviously we need a centre back as well, because we always panic if flipping Konate gets injured or something like that. And then we're thinking, is it going to be Kwanzaa? Oh, no, wait. Can it be Gomez? But is Gomez injured as well? So that's where I'm at with them signings. But we've got to make them happen. We have to do everything in our power to make them signings, bro.
The only issue I have with this whole conversation before Callum goes, because I know he wants to say something, is every single time we have this conversation, it seems like people are just guaranteeing that in order for us to get Isak, Salah must leave. Here's the thing that I want to give you guys perspective on, just to kind of change your mind a little bit. With Salah, he's on a contract extension right now. So it's not like I would understand your perspective if you say we're going to sell him and get 150 million and then use that money to buy Isak, I understand. But the guy contract expires. Him leaving on a free does not help us get Isak. It makes our situation worse. That's the thing. Even giving him a contract extension, I don't think makes any difference to us signing Isak or not.
But the wages are off the wage bill. That's
Yes.
how FSG would look at it, though.
Oh, okay. However, when it comes to the wage bill, I think the players that leave Liverpool Football Club this summer is enough to get off the wage bill, like and get Isak.
That's true.
Like the players that we have been talking about them leaving, like Elliott's, like the Diaz's of the world, like the Nunez's of the world, like the Jotas of the world. All these players eventually, like those 3, 4, 5 players, when they leave, you can add Isak's wage to it anyway. I don't think Isak leaving is correlated with Salah leaving.
No, not definitively, but there's a world where it can happen, though.
I
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think there's a very real world where Salah goes and Liverpool will go, right, we need to go back. We need to go find a new talisman for this team to be built around.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So we'll go get Isak. Yeah. Whereas if they've got Salah, they'll go, well, we don't need to get Isak because we've got Salah who gets 7 numbers anyway. We need to get a guy up front who can facilitate him and help make his side excel for the next couple of years. Plus, let's say...
But why are you looking at it like a third grader?
Okay. That makes absolutely zero sense. I'm looking at it the way Liverpool look at things.
No,
we had to get rid of Coutinho to fund fucking Alisson and Van Dijk.
But you see, I debunked your point already.
But it's not about the funding side of it. My point is Liverpool will get rid of a player to do other things. They will move a player on to do other things.
I understand what you're saying. Remember 2 summers ago when Al Ittihad made £220 million bid for Salah? Remember this? When they made the £220 million bid and he wanted Olise, Bastoni, and blah, 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 and the people cooked you for it. Which is even more...
that.
Yes, I literally have the screenshot. Stop it. But anyway, point
Go on then, find it.
And if I post it, what? You're going to apologize?
We'll see.
I'll post it. I literally have it in front of my very own eyes right now.
Yeah, pull it up.
Gritz Khan tweeted Al Ittihad £220 million bid for Salah. Tom Little quote tweet: Diaby, Onana Docore, Bastoni, Barella, Olise. Shall I put it up on the screen now?
Damn.
I think to be fair, I think that was done on the basis that I didn't think the football club would reject the offer.
But regardless, you're a fraud. Now, the reason why you're a fraud is when it comes to the Salah conversation, had we sold Salah for 220 million, and then Tom's logic is we're gonna sell to buy and we're gonna get Isak for 120. I understand what you're saying. My point is, okay, so come June, Salah contract expires. How does that help in us getting Isak in any way, shape, or form? Your logic is not the logic of Liverpool Football Club. Your logic is the logic of a third grader. Because last week, because you weren't there when Jamie Phillips mentioned it on the Coppish show, and you weren't there when Arne Slot said it, he said him and Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have already met and spoken about the targets for the summer. So their target is not based off of, oh, Mo Salah might leave, so I'm going to go get a talisman.
How do we know that Husam wastes his contract?
Because they're looking at a specific type/profile of striker that they're going to stick to whether Salah stays or leaves.
How do we know they haven't made a decision whether Salah stays or goes yet?
Okay, so you're just going to do hypotheticals in response to my...
No, Tom's got a point there. What I will say, apart from him insulting you again, saying apart from Husam saying you've got the IQ of a third grader, which I don't agree with, I do think Hassam's actually right. Like, the correlation between Salah and Isak, I don't think there is one there because we're not selling Salah. We'd lose him on a free. In the same way, buying a pricey centre-back would have no variation on whether we keep Van Dijk or not because we're not selling these players. We're losing said players on a free. What I will say, even the salary stuff, we lost Matip and Thiago last summer, plus a bunch of other players off the salary wage bill. We haven't upgraded anyone's contract apart from Jadon Danza and Kwanzaa, and we only brought in Chiesa. So even then, we're still operating at...
I don't know if you've watched the overlap video that got put out yesterday, I think it was, with the the former recruitment guy who worked at Liverpool. He cleared up something with our contracts. You know how we thought contracts were, you had the base wage and you got incentives? That's apparently not how it is. You have a base wage, you hit your incentives, and that becomes your new wage for the next year, rather than going back to what it was beforehand. So when we're successful, our entire wage bill just goes up, apparently.
I believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't
It's
believe that.
That's what. Right, I've not pulled this out my arse.
Okay, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm calling you.
No,
you got it wrong, Tom. We're not accusing you saying that you're
Yeah,
lying.
we're not accusing you. We're accusing him of
saying that
lying.
my man's probably lying.
Yeah, because again, you wouldn't exactly dish out exactly how that like you would. I find that hard to believe as well.
I've never been a football player, but I worked in sales when I was a lot younger. You get your base.
Go on, Cal.
You get your bonuses. My manager didn't turn around and go, Cal, you had a fantastic month. That's going to be your new salary.
Yeah, for like that's
well
how it
done
works.
for last month. There's your base salary again. Go hit some more targets. Like
you see all them commissions. Now this is your salary next month. Let's go.
Or else,
don't sound right,
it's
bro.
not. If that's the case, it's not incentivized. Then it's a rolling contract. If that's the case,
Told you, Tom.
and they're not rolling contracts because they're set in stone. You sign a contract for 4, 5, 3 years, however long it is, at a certain salary, and then incentives are added onto that salary. If you sign a new contract, then it changes. But otherwise, I think the guy just covering FSG. The wages have gone up, but yet we sold a bunch of players in the summer and we brought in one player. It makes zero sense. We didn't get Champions League, so none of these lot hit salary incentives and all that. We lost 2 of the biggest earners on the wage bill in Matip and Thiago. Like, it don't make sense.
To become the CEO.
And then the new talk.
I agree with you, by the way, with all the wages.
Oh, Klopp got a payoff and all this. If you resign from a job, unless it's an under table thing, you don't get paid off,
bro.
Yeah, you don't get paid off.
That's the one that stood out for me. I was like, Klopp. So Klopp decides to leave, and FSG are like, "Wait, we're gonna give you some more. We'll give you 9 mil because we love you so much." Something ain't right, bro. I'm gonna be.
I feel like with the wage bill, we're the only one that just includes everyone at the club.
Yeah,
like the people.
How many years have I been saying?
I've been saying that for about 3 years.
I don't think it's like there is no way we have a higher wage, bro. With all due respect, Rashford earned like more than Salah for a while. Havertz earns more than Salah. This whole like we have the highest wage bill stuff.
Yeah,
I am not buying it under any circumstances. I don't care if it's Tom's friend on the overlap or whoever it is. I'm not buying anyone making up this BS. I know for a fact
we've had 2 in Liverpool's entire history. We've had 2 players on 200k or more in the entire history of the football club. And you mean to tell me we've got a higher? No, 2. Who's the third?
3. Stevie was on 200 plus.
Oh, sorry.
In fact, yeah, there was more because Thiago was on 200 plus as well.
No, it weren't. Thiago's on 193.
I swear Thiago was on 210.
Have a look, bro.
I thought it was 220. Me and Cal had this little.
Virgil's on 220 and Salah's on 350.
I'm almost certain Thiago. Listen, I'm still gonna say
Thiago was 193. Thiago was.
I'm glad me and Callum agree though on the whole like Salah and Isak thing is not overlinked like with each other because
it says here Salah was on 350. I've just pulled up the salaries from 22-23. Salah was on 350. Van Dijk was on 220. Thiago was on 200, and Henderson was on 200.
Henderson was never on 200.
Fabinho 180, Trent 180, Firmino 180, Robbo 160.
You know what? Henderson might have been, Cal, but they just never released that, fam.
Henderson went on 200. Man.
Cal, all the other numbers are correct though. Fabinho was on 180, Trent is on 180 now. Firmino was on 180. Alisson.
Hendo went on 200. He weren't.
It's not hush money. You're missing the point. In order for Liverpool to act like we have a big wage bill in front of the masses and fool the people, they have to act like this wage thing exists. And what they do is add the wages. Guys, Luis Diaz is on 55 grand a week.
Diaz is that's where I refuse to believe Diaz is on 55 grand a week.
Yeah, but why? So you don't believe that guy is making stuff up, but you believe that Diaz is on more than 55 grand a week to back your argument, mister.
Why don't you think he's on 55?
I just don't think Liverpool paid Diaz less than Adrian when he signed. I don't think Luis Diaz took.
Do you know how much Diaz was on like 13k or something like that?
Yeah, Porto. He was on really like.
I don't believe that Luis Diaz is on 55k a week.
All right, let's play a game then. How much do you think Curtis Jones is on? How much do you think Curtis Jones is on?
Carl, this is nasty work because we've done this. This is.
I know. How much do you reckon he's on?
I think
I saw this 37.
No, I think he's on less. I think he's on like 10 or 20, something like that.
On 50. Is it 15 or something like that, Matt?
I know it was in that range.
Yeah.
Yes, we have
Kelleher?
this big wage bill. Okay, mate.
Yeah.
Kelleher's on something silly like that as well. Connor Bradley probably on something silly like that as well. Maybe 10K or something like that.
Yeah,
I love
these
how
men
we
are-
say
yeah, they're
silly
not
when
on
we would
big-
all take that money. Like,
Yeah, of course you would, but like this is my point. You can't have players on
would
that
you
low
take Curtis
salary.
Jones 50 grand a week, mister? You would. I would.
Do you know
you
what's stupid? Do you know what's stupid? We've done this Luis Diaz contract argument before because I went to go look it up, and the links that I used last time to look it up are
open.
purple. So I've clearly clicked on them
Yeah,
before,
you've clicked
doing
them,
the
yeah.
same thing on this same one.
Tom,
where
can I
it
tell
was-
you the problem with you? You used to work with me and the football terrace and everything, and you were like completely FSG out against the ownership. You can't stand them.
I still
And
am
now
FSG
you
out.
interact, and now you interact with Barry, and you interact with Ben, and you interact with these guys, and you have been negatively influenced to believing a lot of the stuff that the club
I
say.
still am.
What happened to
FSG out.
conspiracy theorists, Tom? Where is the tinfoil hat? Can you get it? Can you get it back up?
Why
Get
the fuck
it,
do I
get
want to do? Why would I want to do conspiracy theories?
Because you were so good at conspiracies. Now it's just like, oh, the club told me that, we have a high wage bill. I'm just going to believe it. Based on what?
If I'm going to do theories, I want to be able to do them with actual evidence. I know fuck all about finances. Why the fuck would I start doing conspiracy theories about an area I don't know? I don't know how the fucking wage bill works. I don't want to have egg on my face.
Fair enough. Let me just do these two super chats before we talk about the PSG game. You get me? Big up to Ty. This was during the Bradley Barcola section. By the way, guys, we have 820 people. How many likes we on? Guys, we're not even at 300 likes yet. Wallah, I have some shame. Have some shame. Hit the like button right now. So how is Real Madrid taking Trent from us? He's a boyhood fan and a scouser. We're more attractive than PSG, so it doesn't matter that he's a fan. I agree with your logic there, Ty. Matt agrees with your logic because getting Barcola to Liverpool is not as impossible as people make out.
I'll let Cal take this one.
Big up to Ty, by the way. Ty's always been supportive.
Yeah.
Barcola doesn't have a contract that expires this summer. Trent does.
True.
Trent's a lot older, so hence wanting to win stuff now. Real Madrid are more attractive than Liverpool are. I hate to say it. I'm just being honest with everyone, though. I think
that's fair. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Not just that, Trent is not getting the terms from a contract it seems that he wants from Liverpool, hence why Real Madrid are sniffing around and he's entertaining Real Madrid. It's not the same at all.
Also, that one could argue.
Okay, but in the same scenarios, even if Trent has a contract, so let's say Trent contract expires thereafter, right? So let's say Trent contract expires May of 2026 instead. His point, Ty's point, which I understand, is we're acting like getting Barcola out of PSG is this impossible, like mission impossible thing. I don't agree.
I think it comes down to the player in the sense of Trent Alexander-Arnold won everything at Liverpool. He would argue he's got nothing left to do at the football club. Barcola has a lot left to do at PSG, he would argue. He wants to take PSG far into the Champions League, maybe get them over the line for the first time, win another league title or two. He's still 22. He's only been there a year. Trent Alexander-Arnold's been here since he was fucking six. So he's been there. I don't think Trent and Barcola is a comparison like that.
No. Listen, all we're saying is this, though. No one's saying that we could definitively get Barcola out of PSG. But I just thought, let me just double check his wages, right? And let's be honest, money does play a big part in football. Barcola's on an average of about £105,000 a week.
Yeah.
And let's just say, for example, there's no Diaz, Nunes leaves, say Jota leaves as well. There's going to be space in that squad. Barcola might look at that and go, listen, I'm happy at PSG, but playing in the Premier League, which is obviously the biggest league in the world, and I could probably even make even more money. Like, I don't know how much Liverpool offer him, but let's just say Liverpool think he's going to be a massive star. 140. Yeah, there's a possibility he might make that jump. There's no saying that it's definitively going to happen, but I'm just saying to think that it could never happen for me.
Yeah, and sometimes we value our own attraction.
I think no, I'm not saying it could never happen.
Very attractive, by the way.
Not saying it's never going to happen, but if
not this summer, I don't think it happened this summer.
Yeah, PSG can easily offer him that.
No, but at that point, it might not even be about staying in France. It might just be I want to test myself in a better league. That's the kind of the thing where I'm going with. So yes, he loves PSG, and I'm pretty sure he would stay there. But if another club like a Liverpool or Real Madrid or something,
I don't disagree, Matt. But Barcola's contract's there till 2028. If at the end of 2026 he goes, right, let's start exploring the options, the price will be lower. And are we going to sit there and go, Liverpool still wouldn't be interested? Arsenal wouldn't be interested. City wouldn't be interested. Teams all around Europe wouldn't be interested in a more mature, more developed Bradley Barcola for arguably a cheaper fee because of his
Ain't this
contract
the
situation.
Arsenal guy, Tom?
Yeah, he was the guy who went to Monaco this January. He's got 10 and 7 and 3 hat tricks in a row or something mad.
3 hat-tricks in a row. Mika Biereth. That's how you say his name.
No
I've
idea.
never heard of him till a week ago, where Arsenal fans were crying on Twitter. I'll be honest
Yeah,
with you. So.
he joined Monaco in January and he's got like 3 League One hat tricks in 5 games.
Fairs. Breezy. It's Cal, no transfer talk for you. See, it's not even me, mate. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me.
I'm going to say Kevin Keegan, but I would love it if we get Isak.
I'd love it.
I would love it.
Love it.
I would love it.
Would you love it if we
I'd
got
love it if we beat them.
Ekitike?
I love it. Happy birthday to King Kenny. Like and subscribe is what Jack is saying. Unlike, Tom Little, who really is a Jedi, he didn't know that Kenny Dalglish is born on this day. You get me? Me
Oh,
personally,
yeah,
I
and
know.
you did.
Yeah, I did. March 4th, 1951. Hold that. Don't
Is
ever
that why we
disturb.
haven't mentioned? Is that why we haven't mentioned it up until now? I'm sure.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
knew that
remember
from the
this. But
start-
I was gonna say happy birthday, but I forgot because you were screaming.
Right? Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sure.
screaming.
I'm sure. If you knew that fact,
Steven Gerrard was
You would tell
born
it in
on
my face.
30th May. Check it
Mhm.
right now. Go on.
I don't doubt it.
I don't think it. Kenny's a friend of mine, innit? I've spoken a few times, so like, I don't think.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Why is he not on the Coppish intro?
Check right now. Steven Gerrard is born May 30th. I dare you.
That is
yeah, he
correct.
is.
That is
So
correct.
that's correct.
I already done
Yeah.
even check. I already know that's correct. Yeah.
Well done. You know former Liverpool players' birthdays better than I do. Oh.
I don't know Salah's birthday. I need to memorize that one just to piss off the people. Anyway, listen, final topic of the day. I don't want to talk transfers for too long. And, I'm going to go help my parents out in a bit as well. So let's just get 300 likes to you guys. Big up to everyone who sent in super chat as well. Big up to everyone who supports the channel. Honestly, thank you to everyone, man. You guys, whoever supports the channel with a like, with a share, with a subscribe, with a super chat, whatever it is, we love you all and appreciate you all. So yeah, big up to you. PSG. Matt, I feel like you haven't started any section today. Talk to me about the PSG game away at the Parc des Princes.
I'll be real.
Okay.
That's going to be a tough game, Listen, I don't even know where are they in the league actually, because I'm not even
Top.
too sure.
Top.
They're top of the league, yeah.
Obviously,
Obviously-
I think they're on like a 20-odd game unbeaten run.
They're
so,
invincible.
all right. So they're going on like that. All right, cool. Here's the killer. We know how good they are attacking wise, and they've got a very good technical midfield. Listen, I think Thingy, I really think he's a real technician in there. Jean Neves, I think he's quality, by the way. Jean Neves, I wanted at Liverpool, and I remember because like he reminds me a little bit of Verratti, kind of then type of technical players in midfield. Listen, going over there, we just got to make sure we don't lose because I think we can take them at Anfield. But this is going to be a tough game. I don't expect us to go over there and destroy them. That's not going to happen. I actually think they're too good for that as well. And then they're going to have the crowd on their side. Where we got to help, well, what we've really got to do is stop the 1v1s in the wide areas because Trent versus whoever starts there, whether it's Barcola or whether it's Kvaratskhelia, they're going to cook. And also Robertson or Tsimikas. If we can stop them out wide and make the game more central, as narrow as possible, and, try and get them to stay in between the lines, we have a shot at getting something out of this game. And it, like I said before, like, they will score, in my opinion, but we can also score. But I think I'm not going to give a score prediction just yet, maybe before I leave. But yeah, this is a game where I expect we're going to be under the cosh quite a few times as well. And I think defensively, we've got to be switched on. We have to be.
I wouldn't be shocked if we tried to play a similar way that we did against City.
Like that?
Try and form our midfield because their 3 midfielders are very technical. Go form our midfield. So because we're not going to out technique PSG's midfield. If they play Vitinha, João Neves, and Doué, they're going to be more technical than us, but we're going to be more physical. So I think we almost go form our midfield in an attempt to bully them. And obviously, Cody Gakpo wasn't in training state, so I'm assuming he's not available.
Oh, don't lie.
No, he wasn't training. So
I wouldn't have gone Gakpo.
Who's not available?
Gakpo, not in
I
training.
wouldn't go Gakpo in this game anyway.
I think it's a game. I think it's a game for Diaz and Salah on the wings to run between fullback and
Oh,
centre.
there you go. Valley just heard Diaz prop from Tom.
Yeah, hopefully not for much longer after the season. But I got to take what I can while I got it.
I agree with Tom now.
But
would you not play Gakpo if he was available?
Not away from home with Hakimi now.
What?
I mean, I don't disagree, but not for that. Diaz defends better. I want us to go there.
Yeah.
No,
I want us to go there.
But if you need to be decisive in the final third and you want to put the ball in the back of the net, are you trusting Diaz or Gakpo?
I'm trusting Salah. I'm going the other side of the pitch and going to Mo Salah.
No. I know you. But what let's just say for argument's sake.
No, you're spot on, Matt. But I've also got to think we're playing away from home. We're going to be under the cosh. I'll be honest. I think this game comes down to our fullbacks. If Trent and Robbo defend well, I think we win the game. If they don't, I think we could lose the game.
I rate Diaz, but do you know what I can see happening? We get the ball. Diaz is doing this. The move breaks down. Oh, look, we're getting countered again.
No, maybe you're
Cody
right.
Gakpo just does one thing. Everyone knows he's going to do. One little body feint, cut inside, and he's laying off a shot, or he's getting a good pass off.
But
do you get what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Matt,
going the other way though. We've also seen Cody up against physical opposition, just getting muscled about.
Bro, Hakimi's just quick. He's just quick. He's not strong.
He's stronger than Gakpo.
No, I'm telling you. All right. Do you know what? I hope, not even hope. I pray. Sorry, this does not happen. But I can already see it potentially. Hakimi's going to lock up Diaz, and you man are going to say, "I hear what you're saying." Just watch. Yeah, well, Diaz don't even like doing one-on-one take-ons anymore.
Matt, I've not got much of a choice. At the end of the day, in an away leg where I'm going to need, where I think we're going to sit deeper and try and hit on the counter-attack, but with a packed midfield, I need a guy who's going to do the work out wide. I think Diaz.
I understand,
and he's quicker on the counter. When we play them at home, and I'm expecting us to go against them more so, try and pin them back. That's where I need Gakpo. That's where I need the incisive quality in the final third. In this game, I need a roadrunner on the left. I need someone who's going to get up and down, carry the ball well, win me fouls, and maybe, if I'm lucky, give me a decent pass in the final third over to Salah.
Listen,
our
I'm
game
not
is focused on getting Salah the ball.
I'm not debating the quality, but I can already see there's going to be a heavy reliance on Salah to get us out of trouble and to do something. And that's something that I don't want to do it's all the time. No, but here's what I'm going to say though.
That's been the story of our season.
Man like Matt.
No, but what I am saying is Gakpo's been robbing, Salah's been Batman. All right then. So what are we doing here? What has Diaz and Nunes done?
But Matt,
compared to Gakpo,
I'm saying there's horses for courses, isn't it? I'm not sitting there saying that Diaz is a better left winger than Gakpo. Far from it.
Bruv, Gakpo's just better. Is that there's not even a debate there. Gakpo's just better.
I don't think we disagree, but there's the game state that we need to play in. I don't think Gakpo is the guy who I can do left wing back shifts with, which is what Diaz will end up doing.
No, it's not about that. What I'm saying is obviously like we can't play Gakpo if he's not.
He's not fit anyway.
But what you man are saying is, let's say he was available. Let's just say hypothetically he was available. You lot are still picking Diaz. Well, I'm like, nah, Diaz. Yes, he will track back better. I agree with you that he will. But we also don't want to go to the park, the whatever it's called. I can't remember the full name here. But like, we don't want to go there and just think, all right, you just got to put in a shift. We need to be decisive because we might get an opportunity where we need to bag a goal and Salah puts it on the plate for someone. And I'll be real. I trust Gakpo. Because Jota, I don't even know whether...
No, listen, Matt is cooking. Yes, Salah is Batman, but definitely Gakpo is Robin. This is reality.
100%.
He is Robin.
Yeah, but I would arguably say when Salah's creating the chances in this system, which we haven't necessarily played as much, but they don't fall to the left winger. They fall to the midfielders making the late runs. So ultimately, I'm not too... But look at the goals in the last games.
No, but Salah likes to Trivela at the back. Salah crossing. Yeah, Gakpo, who's normally there, bro?
He's got a few assists for Gakpo.
It was Gakpo was there, bro.
But I don't think we are going to be creating those chances in this game. I think if we're going to be creating chances this game, it'll be through Salah hold up play and laying it off to the midfielders, making the late runs in.
He's up against Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is a speedster. He's very, very quick. Do you know what Salah's going to do?
Nuno Mendes does have a bozo moment in him. We spoke about it yesterday with the PSG guy.
And Salah will definitely cut inside and make Nuno Mendes go onto his weaker side and hope he can catch someone on the blind side at the back stick. I'm telling you from now, I can see it. And Gakpo needs to be there. But instead, we're going to get someone doing this. I'm telling you, bro.
Matt, you're acting like we
Matt is not a fan of Diaz at all. Like,
I'm not a fan of
here's
Diaz,
the thing.
but I
am.
understand the
For this
state of the game. I understand the state of the game.
We need
also,
to be
Matt, we all know Mohamed Salah. If you think in the 70th minute of a tight Champions League game, Salah gets the ball, turns Nuno Mendes on the edge of the box, do you think he's trying to put that back post, or do you think he's trying to whip it top corner?
No, I understand. Here's what I don't want to do. I don't want the misconception to be that I hate Diaz.
Salah isn't passing that ball.
Cal knows I rate Diaz. Cal knows I rate Diaz. All I'm saying is,
you're like me. You get very frustrated with Diaz.
Yeah, like I rate him, but he does frustrate in that final third. Because, bruv, he's doing this, like, man. Well, what was that game, Cal? I just had enough.
It was our last one.
What, Newcastle?
Sure? Yeah, bruv, just every single time, like, what's man doing?
I actually thought he was all right against Newcastle.
Yeah, I thought he was fine against Newcastle.
No, it might not be Newcastle then, bro.
There's definitely one game. I think it's Wolves, the game where you lost.
Yeah, I just started crashing out, bro.
Wolves is probably the game where you lost.
Yeah, for all the ability that he has, also just look up, bro, and you will see there's options.
Wolves was the one where he scored and won the pen. Like, that was one of his, again, Wolves was another decent game for Diaz.
I'm telling you, bro. Man thinks he's Doncic or Harden. You ain't cooking, bro. You ain't cooking nothing.
The thing is, Matt.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think Arne Slot treats away European games differently. And I think that because even when we went away to Leipzig, we played differently to how we played before that. We played with a flatter midfield in order to stop them building.
It might have been the City
so I think so I think it's going to be a case of we set out to stop them rather than set out to beat them. And you said it yourself, Matt. Where's their matchup strength going to be? Fullback against winger.
No, of course.
So I need to try and get as much support out in those.
Our fullbacks are about to get roasted, mate.
The thing is, I can say exactly how.
Bro.
I can tell you exactly how we deal with it on the right. We're gonna have McAllister dropping into centre back, and we're gonna have Gravenberch going and doubling up with Trent to deal with.
Have you thought about the left-hand side, or have you not thought about that?
But this is my point. On the left-hand side, if McAllister's dropping in, I can't send McAllister out there. So my winger on the left is going to have to come back and do that. That needs to be.
I understand that logic.
That's about all he's good for.
Do you understand that Robertson in his big, like, 40-year-old self has to face Desire Doué or Dembele or anyone of these guys?
That's why we're saying that Diaz needs to get back.
Oh, my days. I just realized it just hit me now. Hold on, wait a minute. Dembele's starting, isn't he, on the right, isn't he?
No, Dembele's
been starting up top for them recently.
Oh, he's been starting for the middle.
Yes. So what they do, this is okay. I'll tell you about PSG.
It's a fluid front,
bro. I'm praying he stays for the middle. Praying if he goes out wide, Robertson's finished. Career ending.
Yeah. No. Robertson's finished anyway. But here, I'll tell you about the game. Look, I watch PSG every now and then because French League comes on beIN Sports. The thing with PSG is they put 3 wingers up top, and then they all interchange. That's basically what happens. So you're going to see Dembele on the right, and then you're going to see him on the left, and then you see him down the middle, and then you see Desire Doué in midfield for no reason whatsoever, and then you're going to see Barcola on the left, drifting in all the time. You're going to see Kvaratskhelia over there. It's going to be all over the place. So Andy Robertson, I just want to wish you good luck, mate.
I can already tell what's going to happen. At one point in this game, one of them wingers is going to interchange, and they'll make a run. And you'll go offside.
And Robertson will be so confused.
Robertson will be 2 yards too deep because he's not switched on and forgot that they've swapped over.
The offside line is here and Robertson's here. Like, whatsoever. This is Van Dijk, Konate, and Trent. Robertson's all the way here. Like, he's just in the penalty box.
I'll be honest.
Like,
we talk about Robbo. I'm just as worried for Trent.
Trent's the bigger worry because Robertson gives me an at least standard level. His best isn't as good as Trent, but he gives me a standard level. If I get a Trent shit game away at the Parc des Princes, we are fucked. If Trent decides he's not arsed tomorrow, we are fucked.
No, it's not even about. I don't think it's that. I think he's gonna be. I think he'll be like ready like for the game. But I just think naturally he will get cooked because you got Barcola on that side, right? More likely than not, or Cravo. One of them's gonna start, yeah. And I'll be real, it's gonna be a long day. However, what I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna treat Trent, for example, like Luka Doncic. Defensively, Doncic is horrible, but you see, offensively, he's a juggernaut. This is what we're gonna have to hope to happen. Yes, Trent's gonna get cooked pretty much all game, but I'm hoping he can hit 2 worldy passes that can lead to 2 assists. This is why I say we have to be killers in front of goal. We haven't got time to do this in front of goal, bro. We just don't have that time. We need, I'm telling you, because if Trent plays a raking ball to Diaz,
I've got no other option. I wish I didn't have to do that in front of goal, but if I'm not doing that, I've got Nunes.
Halimo, I don't need to change your mind. Robertson has been worse than Trent this season. I agree with this completely. I think Robertson has been our weakest link consistently in most games for the large majority. Like just as the link, like and if you guys notice something, I don't know if you guys noticed as much as I have, but sometimes now teams are attacking down the left hand side as well. Like before, it used to be a heavy right hand side. Now it's left hand side as well. They're like, oh,
they're spotting the weakness. Obviously, yeah.
We're gonna have a goal over here.
We are still mainly getting attacked.
Wolves, by the way, attack down the left-hand side quite a bit. If you guys noticed, Wolves, they attacked down the middle and the left.
They did. But then Man City attacked down our right, and Newcastle were attacking down our.
But
Tavinho
came on and they attacked down the left side.
Yeah, but Newcastle also mainly attacked down our right, and then I'm going back. Manchester United were trying to attack down our right.
Yeah, but Anthony Gordon versus Jacob
Fulham were attacking down our right.
No, they weren't. Adama Traore. Hello?
No, they were attacking down our right.
Did he start?
Right, Husam, where did both goals come from?
He came on the right-hand side.
Husam, where did both Fulham goals come from?
Crosses from
Robertson mistakes, and he got sent off, mate.
So both goals can't come from a Robertson mistake, and he was on the pitch for the second one.
Can you not do this defend Robertson thing, and you're going to go through every single game?
No, I'm saying, I am saying that
Can Tom Little express his opinion on the shit he gave on Wednesday? Yeah, because I want you. Tom Little, you have been invited on the show. Dembele is on the thing. Can you talk about your opinion on PSG? Matt said his opinion. Callum said his opinion, and you're sat here on this like strong defense of Andy Robertson. He's crap. Let it go. Now talk about PSG, please.
No, I think you're unfair to him.
Oh, I'm unfair to him. Who's the guy that had Hato as the starting left back? You. So you're unfair to him as well because he's shit in your eyes.
No, anyway, I've not sat here and slacked them off like you have.
You tell me your thoughts on PSG. My God.
I've said I think we need to play like we did against City. Frustrate them, make sure that we're picking up the runs in the half spaces through McAllister and Gravenberch.
An hour and 43 minutes into the show, me and you agree for the first time. I'm going the same exact City team.
I think McAllister is going to be massively important again, especially if their front three is so fluid. He's the smartest guy we've got. He'll be able to pick up some of these runs and pass them on and intercept the play and read where it's going. And then I think it's going to be a big focus on Szoboszlai and Salah. You know, they're in good form at the minute as a duo in terms of link up. I think a lot of folks will be on Salah being that hold-up target man, because I don't know who PSG play on the left of the back two. I don't know if it's Marquinhos or if it's...
it'll be, what's his name? Pacho, isn't it? Potentially?
Pacho, like he's someone who's like 6 foot. I don't necessarily think he's the strongest kind of option.
Beraldo, maybe.
Beraldo again, another one who's not necessarily this physical. Yeah. You know, I'm looking at centre backs who I think Salah can match up right up against and bully.
Salah needs to go up again. Pacho's thing is Pacho's strong, but he's not the most agile.
In a straight line.
Yeah, but like
Pacho's will come wanted in the summer.
So I think what arguably what?
I swear, you do not want William Pacho. Lie to people. Go ahead, lie.
Husam,
did you want Pacho or not? Did you want Pacho?
Husam. What, this summer just gone?
Yes. Did you want Pacho? Lie. I dare you.
I don't know.
I dare you.
Technical difficulties.
I can't
remember. You're the biggest liar on the platform.
Let me have a look. If I did, I'd tweet it.
What's Matt saying? Did you want? What do you think of Pacho?
Yeah, wait, one second.
I never tweeted it. I never tweeted
No,
it.
some things are not on Twitter. Some things are on our YouTube video
Hey,
and
listen,
audio.
man. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, Tom. For once, I'm gonna say this: you weren't crazy. You know, you weren't
I wonder
crazy.
why. I wonder why.
You weren't crazy. No, but here's a killer. I said it's someone that we should be looking at. I didn't say definitively he should be the centre back, but I was like, Liverpool, if he's available, we should go and get him. And everyone was like, he's crap. Now, to my point, I look at him now and think he wasn't good enough. However, he's still gone to a good team. So there must be a player there. All jokes aside, there must be like, but yeah, it wasn't as high as how I thought he was gonna be, so to speak. So
But yeah,
It's okay,
ultimately,
it's okay, Matt.
ultimately,
Matt,
I
you
think
make one mistake in 10. Others make 9 in 10, so it's different.
Look at
Now,
this. Look at this shit.
thing is for PSG.
What is this fucking court case? If you had this fucking evidence on hand, I'd
Mine.
be having a court case right now.
this is why I saw my tag part, you know. I swear
Yes,
down, bro.
Big up.
I swear.
Big up.
Husam,
Come on,
you
man, it's
want me
okay.
to talk about PSG? I'll talk about PSG. Just stop interrupting me about patch up.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't interrupt
So-
you. I was just about to say something to just help you out, which is the only thing that the PSG fans are wondering about in terms of formation is like the only thing essentially that could make their formation different is whether Fabian Ruiz starts or not. That's it. Because he's been going with 4 wingers. He's been playing Desire Doué in midfield. The one thing that he could be thinking about is playing Fabian Ruiz. Now, if he starts Fabian Ruiz, it's essentially 3 midfielders, Tom. That's the thing.
But I don't think that changes necessarily how we play. I think our focus is going to be on making sure that the half spaces are covered through Gravenberch and McAllister. A lot of hard work being done by Jones and Soboslai. And then when it comes down to it, when we get our moments to counter attack and they've pushed the fullbacks higher, Salah backing up against whoever's on the left at the centre backs, Diaz making the runs, these diagonal runs towards the penalty area, and Salah either laying it off to Soboslai to carry it, turning on it and creating. But at the end of it, it's going to have to be Salah as a target man. Little 5'8" Salah as a target man, and he's probably one of the best in the business at it in terms of the hold up play. And I think that'll be where our attacking game is for the most part. I think we'll be a bit more direct in this game as a way to alleviate pressure and frustrate PSG. At the end of the day, Liverpool, all we need to do is be in the game, in the tie going to Anfield. You just need to be in the tie going to Anfield. Because at Anfield, we'll beat anyone. But we cannot let this game get away from us. If we try and play the way that we normally do against such a fluid PSG team that have so much confidence at the minute, I fear that they'll just exploit the fullbacks too much. And we'll be asking too much of Van Dijk and Konate and too much of Alisson. And it might run away from us.
This is the one thing that worries me. Is what the thing Tom just said, the key here. Don't ask too much of Van Dijk, Konate, and Alisson. Because they will be there, they will help you out, and they will be there in the moments where you need them. Just don't ask too much of them. Like with Konate, don't ask him to cover 50 yards of space in the Parc des Princes. Don't ask Alisson to save 6 1-on-1s. Like, give them something to work with. And I think the formation that we played against Manchester City, I think we're going to go the same exact team with Curtis Jones as the quote-unquote left winger, but he's like inverting and he's like in the team, in the midfield, essentially 4 midfielders. I think that's going to be the team that we go with. And I think that team will, at the end of the day, look, I'll tell you I predicted on the PSG channel 3-3 draw or 2-2 draw. This game is not going to end in a clean sheet for either team. We will concede, they will concede. Like I'm telling you right now, they will concede. Nuno Mendes has a bozo moment in him. Hakimi has a bozo moment in him. And the elephant in the room that we haven't addressed, Gianluigi Donnarumma also has a bozo moment in him. In any given time, Donnarumma could just have a goal kick and give it to Salah, no reason. That's Donnarumma right there. So he could have a bozo moment in any shape or way or form. Now, if he goes with 4 wingers formation, he can attack us more, but defensively, they're open. And then we have a party, mate. Let's go. It's going to be a whole ass party. So I feel confident about the tie in general. And let's just keep something in perspective. And I'll end on this before we let you guys give your opinions on the whole thing. And then here's the thing with the PSG Liverpool draw. Sometimes I feel like we underestimate ourselves as Liverpool Football Club in Europe specifically. PSG, when they got Liverpool, they shot themselves. Like they are scared of us. Like PSG is not going to tomorrow's game going like, oh, I look forward to this. The PSG fans are all telling me this is our biggest test. So why should I be scared of them when I'm their biggest test? They're not my biggest test. The biggest test was Real Madrid. The biggest test was Etihad. The biggest test was Emirates. This is the smaller test than even that. Go on, Callum. Go on.
I hear everything you're saying, but if you were to add context, Arsenal, when we played them at if I'm not mistaken, Saliba was unavailable, and then they had a few injuries during the game. Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, Vinny was unavailable, and a couple of other players. City have been absolute crap this season. I'd arguably say, given where we are in the season right now, the fact that fatigue might start to set in, given the fact that PSG are on a great run at the moment and their confidence is high, they seem to have stumbled upon a new formation, a new system, which is getting the best out of their players, and it's away from home, I'd arguably say this is our biggest test so far this season. So I think two things can be right at the same time. I'm not sitting there saying I'm scared of PSG, but I'm not also sitting there saying that we're going to smoke these lot or this is easy money or anything. It's going to be a really tough game. This is a game where we could potentially lose the first leg, but I think we win the tie because we go through at Anfield. I think it will either be a 2-2 or 2-1 to PSG. But I think we go.
Yeah, but even then, if we lose 2-1 to PSG at the Parc des Princes, it's not that deep.
That's what I'm saying. I think we go through still. I think we still go through. But this
so if the game ends, so at what's your cutoff point, Callum? At what point in time to go like, okay, I'm worried?
What do you mean? What's my as in what the score would be if I'm
scoreline? Yeah.
It would have to be a 4-0 to them or something like that. Even 3-0.
I'd be scared if we lost 4-1.
4-1, no.
3-1, 2-1, I'm calm.
It's got to be more than a 3-goal gap. I've seen us do so many things at Anfield. If it's not more than a 3-goal gap, then you're still in trouble.
No, I understand that, but we must also respect them and we mustn't act like they can't get at least a goal at Anfield. They are that good, in my opinion.
I hear that, but I also trust us at Anfield to just do a madness. And within PSG's DNA, we've seen it time and time again. They have been known to crumble on the big stage. So. And again, maybe that could change. I'm just sitting there going, if we lost 3-0, I'm peed off, but I'm still sitting there going, I think we get through at Anfield.
Right, we'd have a chance. One thing I will say though, this is do you guys think this is the most balanced PSG you've ever seen, even when they had Mbappe, like the most balanced?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a PSG that is actually building a team and not superstars together.
Do you know what I'm saying that though? Defensively, they're still not trustworthy though. Centre back wise and goalkeeper, they're not trustworthy.
Yeah, Donnarumma's got a clanger in him.
Marquinhos is just older now, though, isn't it? Marquinhos is older.
Midfield and attack. Sorry to cut you, man. Midfield and attack. Even though you haven't got the talent of a Neymar, Messi in there, and a Zlatan or maybe even a Cavani, I think there's a better balance now in terms of.
Yes, this is PSG, the team.
Yeah, the team. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Their balance is better.
It used to be defense and attack, and then Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar just do their thing. Now it's the whole team are playing together.
Agreed.
So that'll be hard as a play game.
I agree. It's harder as a. Okay, here's the thing. Champions League draw happens. I'll try to put this into perspective just for us. Like sometimes even us as fans, like we just undermine our own team. The draw happens. PSG, they see Liverpool Football Club, second leg at Anfield. Is Luis Enrique not shitting himself? Yes, he is. That's why for me, I think we're better and we're better than even we give ourselves credit for. Like most people would say, the favorite for the Champions League is Real Madrid, second place Liverpool Football Club. Now, the thing is with PSG, there are weaknesses to explore there. The weaknesses is the two fullbacks. Both can get cooked at any point in time. The centre backs, as you guys mentioned, Donnarumma. The midfield, Joao Neves, unbelievable. Vitinha, unbelievable. But now it's on Luis Enrique. Let's go, Habibi. This is chess time. Slot chess versus Luis Enrique chess. And I rate Luis Enrique, and I love Luis Enrique. Some people ask me, who do you want to replace Klopp? I said I would take Luis Enrique. Fantastic manager. But now it's on him. Are you going to put that extra midfielder in there to give yourself some protection, Fabian Ruiz? Or are you going to go Desire Doué in midfield? Now, if you go Desire Doué in midfield and I'm counter-attacking you, rest in peace, PSG. This is a reality. Can you guys imagine?
Yeah.
2 midfielders against 4. This is the recipe for disaster for them, literally.
No, I hear it.
So it depends what they do. Now, they have Fabian Ruiz in there that have a bit more balance. But the one thing that separates our midfield over theirs is athleticism. We have athleticism. We have work rate. their technique is probably slightly better than ours. So that would be my honest conclusion on the game. And I agree with Callum. If we lose 3-1 even, I'm not saying, oh, it's over, it's done, we're out. No. We still have a chance to come back. Like we can, and by the way, just everyone knows, everyone in the chat need to remember this. There is no away goals rule anymore.
Yeah.
There is no away goals rule.
Yeah.
So whatever result, you just have to beat your opponent flat out, and that's it. So let me get you guys' predictions, and then we'll wrap it up here. Give me predictions, Mr. Little.
1-0.
Start off with you. You're so boring.
Husam, no.
I swear you don't believe that. Do you honestly believe that?
Yeah. I only save the big predictions.
Genuinely.
I only save the big predictions for when we need them. So I'm going 1-0.
1-0 to who?
Us.
Who scores?
So.
Safe. Right there. Safe
bet. Fine, guys. We're going to win 7-0, and Joe Gomez is going to come back from injury miraculously and get a hat trick. Happy, Husam?
Joe Gomez scores a hat trick. That would be an elite day of football. Callum, prediction. Tell me.
2-1 PSG.
Fine, that's not that too crazy.
Oh, so I'm boring, but in predicting a loss, I'm like, oh, okay, Callum. Oh.
No, because we have the second leg at Anfield, Tom. 2-1 loss is not that deep at all. Come on, let's be serious.
What if I would have taken an incredible 1-0 defensive display?
If we win 1-0 in the Parc des Princes, the game set is done. Just don't come to Anfield. Give up. Go on, Matt.
2-1 Liverpool.
I'm sticking to the same prediction I gave on the PSG channel. I'm not going to change my energy here. I said it's either going to be 2-2 or 3-3. I think it's going to be a high-scoring draw. Both teams will concede, but eventually they're going to get knocked out at Anfield 5-3 on aggregate, 6-3 on aggregate, 6-2, 5-2, something like this. That's what I honestly think will happen.
You think we keep a clean sheet at Anfield?
Yeah, but at Anfield we're way more likely to keep a clean sheet, of course, than at the
Parc des Princes. I was just asking. You think at Anfield?
Yeah, it's a possibility, but at Anfield we can win 2-0, 3-1, something like this, So that's what I think. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring draw, which I don't mind, given the fact that they come to Anfield. Regardless, big up to all of you guys in the chat. Big up to everyone who supported us with a like, with a share, with a subscribe, with a super chat, whichever way you supported us. Matt One Show is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. The Sanderson Show, UFC show, where Jamie tried to get him cancelled. That's the new game they have over there. Go subscribe to the Sanderson Show. Subscribe to Tom Little with a 1 on YouTube, Insta, Twitter, the Wax, and subscribe to Kopish. It's also in the description. Go give them a subscribe. Pound for pound, the best Liverpool channel on YouTube. I say that as a viewer. You get me. Big up Drift, who actually puts up my comments as well, and Matt, who put up my comments whenever I make comments on YouTube.
You get your comments put up.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. No, when it's Matt and Drifty, yes. When it's Callum, you have to send super.
You might want to ask your tab partner, Tom.
When it's Callum, 199. Hi, Callum. Hope you're doing well.
I put your other comments up as well. That was me.
No, that was Drifty. Because Drifty came on and then the comments got put up.
I can't win.
You're a fraud.
You might want to ask you about your tag partner. If I don't know what's going on with your comments.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, bro.
It's not even us.
I just didn't realize fucking my tag partner was a sellout like John Cena.
Oh,
only putting comments up if he gets paid for it.
Oh,
Man,
I can't win.
This team's getting over to the football terrace.
I can't win.
Make sure, guys, go tell them Husam Raid in the chat. I'm gonna be back later for Atletico. I'm supporting Atletico with my whole soul. I'm gonna do dua, pray for them now as I'm fasting. Inshallah, Atletico go through when they beat Real Madrid.
Quick
I will pray.
Do we think Arsenal are beating PSV across 2 legs?
I think.
Okay, can I give you honest opinion? I want Arsenal to beat PSV because Arsenal losing to PSV is not cinema. Madrid 10, Arsenal 2 on aggregate is cinema. I have to. I am a fraud. I don't like short-term happiness. I want long-term happiness. If they get Atletico, Diego Simeone, they're gonna lose 6-7-1 on aggregate. Cinema in theaters near you. If it's Real Madrid versus Arsenal, that's even worse cinema.
If they match up against Atleti, I want the most horrendous Diego Simeone ball of all time. I want them to experience it because
Yeah, but that's what you're going to watch.
No, but
Griezmann and Alvarez at halfway line. Done.
No, because that's not Simeone. I'm on about the Simeone ball that we had to go up against. But I was watching Griezmann. I was watching fucking Morata make defensive clearances from his own penalty area half the time. I want them to experience that because you are.
They will.
You are a
That's why it's cinema.
fan.
Listen, them losing to PSV, they're all going to be boring about it anyway, Tom. They're we have Mikel Merino. It's going to be boring. Arsenal losing to PSV is boring. It's not cinema. But if they lose to Atletico,
it would be funny if they went out to PSV though.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's funny, like it's you funny. But them losing to Real Madrid is like Kevin Hart funny, Dave Chappelle funny, Gabriel Iglesias funny. You know, like levels funny. I would love it because it will be humiliating, 10-2 or something. Mbappe coming up against Calafiori. Yeah, nice one, lads. Anyway, I'm gonna be back for that game and see you guys later. Peace out.
Love it.